We're live again. What's going on, everybody? It's Tuesday with
You're
21090.
already mad at me, Todd, because I wasn't hitting the button fast enough.
It's 8:30. We got to go. People are waiting. How are you, man?
That's right. What's going on, man? How are you?
It's another week. We survived another week.
Another week living the COVID dream. So
I guess.
I will say it is pretty cool that we were actually able to get back together last night.
Wow, you're going right into that.
Why not? Okay, I've missed you. We did get together to shoot a video live and in person last night. We cut 2 videos last night, albeit outside.
That is true.
But we got some actual brew and whiskey videos on the way.
It was fun too.
Soon. So yeah.
And we're calling our 21090 Tiki Bar, not the bar right here. Bar. Outdoor.
Yeah, I like it. So
got 2 shooting locations. Cool. Just got to watch out for the bugs. That's all.
They were ruthless last night.
Stay tuned for those videos to find out if the bug attacks Andy. Spoiler alert. They do.
So people are coming on. This is awesome. We got Dickie's dad's back with us.
Hey man, what's
going on?
Ocean Arts is here. He couldn't find that whiskey. Dang it!
Couldn't find the High West. But
you know what? Hard to get.
We'll talk about that too because we got a big night planned.
It's gonna be fun. I think it's gonna be a late night. Honestly, unfortunately,
I hope so.
or hopefully,
that's the way it goes.
I mean, the last time we did a blind bourbon tasting, we went to like midnight. So
we did, and
past
we had
midnight.
Headaches in the morning, which was nice too. So
and there was a reason for that, but it was all good though.
It was fun. And we're gonna do that again tonight. So, oh my goodness!
Hey, what's that? No, Andy, put that off.
That's some background noise of the. There we go. We're okay.
All right. I know you're gonna play some songs for us. All right. So Andy, our top 10 list is getting crazier and crazier each week. I think, and hopefully people didn't see this thumbnail and run for the hills because it's supposed to be fun.
That is, I think that's the whole point,
Right.
We've done some goofy ones, we've done some fun ones, and now we're doing something
goofy as this
off the wall. Well, that's all right. This is fun. Let's take people out of their comfort zone, right?
Exactly.
So, and it sets up a big night. So we got all kinds of good stuff tonight. So
you better be on your toes, Andy.
I'm gonna be, but I'm excited for everybody's here. So first of all, 2 weeks ago when we were doing the best comedies of the 90s.
Yeah,
we had a special guest kind of take over and co-host with us. So Steve Jones from Oliver Brewing in Baltimore came on, and he was right there hanging out with us, giving us his list and kind of letting us know what he liked, and he was ready to jump off if we didn't hit a couple of his movies, which is kind of funny. But it was really awesome to have him on, and we had this idea: why don't we do like this 210 takeover? Like every now and then we'll have a special guest come on.
Yeah.
So couple weeks ago, I was talking to a really, really good friend of mine who is he's as creative as the day is long, into all kinds of things. And he happens to now be really moving into the DJ world. So this topic kind of organically came about. And he's like, why don't we do boy bands? I'm like, could I even name 10 boy bands? I don't know.
And I just highlighted Outdoors in Maryland. I think it's Sam. I'm pretty sure that he's got to go up early tomorrow. So I think he's probably going to head out for that. I don't think he's a boy band fan, but he's with us right now. So hey, Sam, Outdoors in Maryland.
We appreciate it. Don't worry. We already put down Backstreet for you, so you're good. So you're fine.
All right, keep going though.
But anyway, we think that'll be fun because most guys our age were kind of anti boy bands, and that's what makes this list fun. Because whether you believe it or not, when you roll up the windows, you hear a couple of these songs, you're like, no one's looking, I can sing this song. I can do a little singing of this. So tonight is going to be fun. Enjoy it. It'll be cool. But my buddy who's going to do this with us tonight for the 210 takeover is now jumping into the DJ world. So he gets to spin some of these tunes, and he can probably give us a little bit more insight. We're going to share our list. He's going to have his list.
Heck yeah.
He also we met in college. He's a frat brother of mine.
Oh, God. Frat boy, huh?
He played college ball. He was a very good ball player. Then he went and he served overseas. So, our tip of the cap for that.
That is true.
Got into Latin dancing and was the salsa king of Philadelphia. And then he went into DJing. The guy does everything. He's really cool.
He needs to teach us how to salsa, Andy, right?
I don't. I've seen you move. I don't think.
I think I could
you
be
do
awesome
anything.
at that.
I
My
don't think
wife
you
would
have a
love
prayer.
it.
In fact, I think he tried to teach me one night, which he can tell you
work.
that story later. I'm going to need a beer first before he does that, but that's fine.
That's awesome.
But anyway, without further ado, my very good friend, who's going to be joining us tonight,
George.
Big George
Big
Dennis.
George.
What is
we
up,
like
George?
music.
Hey,
buddy.
what's up, fellas?
Hey, man, what's up, buddy?
How
What's
are you?
going on? I'm good, man.
You know, we need Derek Williams, our guy from Philly, because
Yep, he's
George,
a big
you're
Philly
in Philly.
guy.
He's not here now.
Big Philly
Usually
guy.
our big fan, Derek Williams. He's from Philly. He loves Philly. And George, you're up in Philly right now.
Oh, man,
That's
we
all
got to
right.
get him on.
I know.
George, we're going to bring some people tonight too. And George, you remember as always, who he took a week off last week because he had to go and take care of a little business in the Lone Star State. But Tony is back with us again too.
He's made it back.
So the
man.
boys are all
the
back
gang's
together.
all here.
Hey.
This is
Can
too
I
much.
tell you
last week,
something really
Tony?
quick?
Go ahead.
I was able to eat dinner in a restaurant, order drinks from a bar. It was remarkable.
Wow. Was that kind of weird though? With the whole idea of like, oh my God. Was there other people out there? Were you like scared?
It felt amazing. It was so great. It was so
Soon
great.
I think we'll be able to do that here. We're getting close. I think.
Now, were you able to go inside the bar, or did you have to eat outside?
Inside the bar, they had the tables kind of, scattered, but there was a group of 6 of us. We sat at a table. It was amazing.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Some people are saying, OGNR's, hey, George, good to meet you.
So we were saying boy bands. What the? Yeah. Don't.
Brian Todd likes this topic because he likes things that are electric, just like your system. So he's so excited about it. Don't you worry, Brian. This is
anybody
right
out
up
there
his
has,
alley.
if anybody has any questions, this was not my idea. I'm all for it.
I'd let George roll with this one,
People might say that they don't like boy bands, but secretly people are into it. They just don't want to admit it.
You metalheads are going to die tonight. But here's the thing, I as I sit here rocking my Def Leppard t-shirt every single week, pretty much every single day, and drinking out of my, hey Todd, you like this? My Def Leppard pint glass.
That's a nice glass.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. Whether you're country, whether you're hip hop, whether you're rock and roll, it's all pop music with different instruments at heart. So unless you were like heavy death metal, which most of you guys aren't on here.
Here's the question I have for the panel.
You guys are going to appreciate this because it's big,
it's going to be great.
Big hooks. Cool.
I think it's going to be funny. And raise your hand if you have seen a boy band live in concert. I know one of us has. Raise it, Andy. Oh, there it is. See, so now you know who came up with his list. Now you know who came up with his list.
I almost did, but Leo disinvited me at the last minute.
Leo did?
Yeah.
Which band was that, Tony?
In his defense, he did get a date, and
I won't give it away, but it was my number 1. So you'll find out.
All right, there we go. All right. It must be a big one then.
Yeah.
Well, cheers, everybody. What's everybody drinking tonight?
Anyway, so that.
I'm sorry.
And we can put that up there too. Our little one of our little banners, right?
Homebrew again, coconut brown. Anybody want to come help me drink this? I've got 5 gallons of it, and it's tough drinking by yourself, but I'm trying.
Somebody's got to do it.
Right.
You're good. You're
really what?
Doing well, Todd.
Mm-hmm.
I know we're going to be doing something later, but that's what I have here. But I didn't know you guys were tapping into stuff prior, so I may have to slide out for a second, which is right here to my fridge, and grab something.
Here's the first comment of the night from John.
Okay, John.
So George, the only reason he's watching is because of you.
Well, look, there's also a reason we had. You know what? That's fine. If it gets John watching, then great, because he wasn't with us last week, so that's fine. What's up, John? But yeah, so what's everybody sipping on tonight? Let us know. Todd, I am going to sip on some. I found this today.
Ooh, Trash Panda.
Trash
buddy.
Panda.
That's probably fresh too. From Hysteria Brewing.
And a sweet glass right there. So
yeah,
we're gonna warm up. So
that's
what
right.
George is alluding to is,
and Ocean's talking about here, right?
We're gonna do a rye whiskey review of our own. We're gonna do High West Double Rye from the great state of Utah, and then Robot Scott, who's been on with us tonight.
Yeah, man, Scott.
If you hang around here, we're going to do another blind taste test. This time it's rye whiskey. 4 blind rye whiskeys lined up. We're going to see which one we like best. He knows the answers. We do not.
No.
It's going to be awesome.
And if you, I hope you stick around for that, because that's when it gets really, really fun. Because
last time we did the barrel proof, and that was
true.
That was a little.
But I think the idea here is also, we're doing the High West this week. So what we'll do every week, because we want you guys to drink with us, even if you're not coming on panel, so you can kind of like talk about what we're drinking as well, as opposed to us just telling you what we think. So we will put out, and I think, Andy, you put it on our discussion board right at this weekend, what the whiskey was, or it was the High West. So we'll do the same thing this weekend. Look on our YouTube discussion board. Andy will make a nice post telling you what we're going to be drinking during the top 10. So you can also drink with us. I think it's a fun thing to do. That way you guys can interact with us.
Yeah. So short circuit, Justin Timberlake come for. Yep. It's all going to come flooding back, boys. You're going to enjoy this, and girls, whoever enjoy this tonight, but it's coming back. So yeah, this should be fun. we're gonna enjoy this.
I just got to stop on the chat. Just Living, Paula. Here's the coconut brown ale. I awesome beer that she's had, I believe. So cheers to you. Good seeing you again. Thanks for joining us.
I have to say real quick, I love what you guys do on this channel, because this is my education when it comes to beers. If not for that, I would be drinking the same thing all the time. But I wait to see what you guys post, what you guys review.
We like
and then I go try it out. So
we try to get good stuff on here, but sometimes it's not always good.
Not we make it till we make it, but that's the beauty of it, right?
No, I think if we don't like something, I think
my great father-in-law once said, you got to drink through it.
Oh, there you go.
And with that said, I'm drinking a Michelob Ultra.
Oh, there you go. Well, he's gonna walk. Hey, you can use that to wash your palate. It's all right. That's good. You can get your palate clean.
My other twin is on today. Big John Lundy.
Hey, there you go. There you go. Welcome. Thanks for coming, man. Cheers, Big John.
If you think I'm big, this guy he makes me look like Tony.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Jeez.
So
then what does that make me and Tony? Good Lord, Tony
short on TV. That's fine. It's all good.
He's one of the few guys on the planet that I have to look up to. And
George, you're 6'6", correct?
Yeah.
Played college basketball, right?
So instead of Big G, it should be Big John, because apparently
he's a salsa dancer. Like, what else do you not do? You're a DJ. You're in the military. You're a salsa dancer. You played college basketball. You're 6'6". Andy, what do we do?
Oh my God. Baseball players. We're not athletes. We're baseball players. That's a different
I don't think so, man. I got nothing.
John Crocker.
I got nothing.
We're not athletes. We're baseball players.
Hobbits. John London says Hobbits. Exactly. Oh man. Anyway, all right. So we got a good Jack on here. Don't leave us.
Before we get started, to all of you guys who have been with us for a while, go ahead and George, at some point, if you want to put like your YouTube page up, because I know you're trying to grow. So George has a huge following on Instagram,
right,
and Facebook. He's diving into the YouTube world. It's another reason that we wanted to bring him on. It's a great chance for people to kind of meet other people, connect a little bit. And as he switched from being the salsa king of Philadelphia and now moving into the DJ business, he's kind of starting to tap into the YouTube world. And so we said, hey, there's another good chance for everyone who is on here to maybe subscribe to George. Check him out. Good dude, good content that he'll be putting up. And we just like him. So we figured, why not, George? So if you at some point want to put your stuff up there or talk about, this is your 210 takeover.
Thanks, brother. I appreciate that, man. Yeah, absolutely. I'll type it in the box here if I can figure out how to navigate all this.
Yeah. Brian said he just thought George's ceiling was low. He didn't know he was so tall. That's the way it goes, man.
That's funny.
You're getting some love, George.
There you go. Look, everybody loves you. You can read those, right, George? You got some fans out there.
I can see it.
All right, good stuff.
Cool. Oh, got my piece from ATL on there.
There you go.
Nice.
Andy, this is the most action you've had on this channel ever, I think. Now that George
I don't get an I love you for my wife, but my wife to George.
Hey, listen, she wouldn't be your wife if it wasn't for me, man.
Ooh, there you go. There you go.
That's true.
Check that out.
That is true.
I set that one up.
That's a whole nother live stream, I think.
Yeah, that's another topic for another day.
live stream on college, so that's fine. But yeah, so this is gonna be fun. So George, anything you want to say before we jump into the fabulous topic of
absolutely. Just
band?
thank you guys for having me on here. I think this is the coolest thing. I've been watching you grow your channel, and you guys are doing a great job. Thank you for everybody that's tuning in. As far as me, I'm just here to have a good time, drink a brew, learn about some liquor, and share some music. But I will be starting a YouTube channel. It's going to be Big George. I haven't started it yet, but if you want to find me, you can find me on Facebook and Instagram at DJ Big George. So as soon as the YouTube channel is up and running, I'll send something out on my Facebook page and on my Instagram page so you guys can find me. But outside of that, I'm just here to have some fun.
All right, man. Well, we're also going to be relying on you for your expertise on boy bands. So
nice.
You're a DJ. I'm sure you get asked to spin some of these tunes every now and then. So some of these that may have fallen outside of our realm of the comfort zone, you might be able to help us with.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So here's what we did, just so you know as well. Everybody submitted the list. The lists were really, really similar with a couple outliers. They were pretty much the same, about 12 or 13 that we were all putting on together. So I ranked them. So I would take the average, what everybody said, to see what the top ones were, to collectively what we did. So that's kind of how this is going to work. So this is kind of like a collective list of all of ours. So we'll just chime in when we, with what we're seeing. And I don't know if we're going to spin any tunes or not tonight, but that's all right.
Well, yeah, sometimes you might. I think it might be good if you can. Is it an easy way for you to do it, or you want me to do it? I think that sometimes brings a little bit of levity.
You can hold up to your mic if you want, and we can see how loud it is.
Let's get started. I don't know what number 10 is, but yeah. All right, guys. Without further ado, the top 10 boy bands of all time. I know people can't wait to see this list. Now, here's the thing: in the chat, I guarantee you know almost every one of these bands. So don't lie. If you like them, tell us. If you hate them, that's fine. And again, if we forgot somebody, let us know. As always.
There you go. And there you go. Dickie Dad just said, got an IG follower, Big George. So there you go. We got some more followers. That's awesome. Ooh, nice. Look at this, Todd. All the way from Norway.
Thank you, brother.
Oh, nice. Hey, all the brewers out there, Brian, technicians, I brewed this past weekend. I didn't go live. I did a nice West Coast IPA for Father's Day. It was the smoothest brew day ever, and it was great not having to go live because I could just run through it. If you saw on our Instagram page, that wort coming out was clear as water. It turned out beautiful. I'm so happy. Little things. Anyway, sorry, that's the geeky brewing guy in me. I had to put that out there. It was a great brew day. Anyway,
George, you got to follow him, man. I'm getting texts from some old college peeps who are on here seeing you, so this is kind of funny. But Zambrisky is on.
Nice.
He said. He said, your wife may love funk, but I'm your fan. So there you go. So Briscoe's my boy, all right? So he's my boy.
My man, Steve.
Uh-oh.
Which one of us is that?
I think it's George. Just check your connection, George, on your mic.
1, 2. You guys hear me?
Yep.
That's beautiful. Good job.
Thank you.
All right. So let's, without further ado, let's jump into some boy bands, shall we?
Oh, let's go. What do we got for number 10? I don't even know what 10 is going to be now because you aggregated it, right? So what are we going to have here?
Well, you're about to see, my friend.
Let's do it. All right, guys.
All right. Slideshow from the current slide. Now that everybody saw number 1, that's awesome. Stop sharing.
So this is probably because of me. I saw what that was.
That is because of you. Hold on. That doesn't matter. Stay with us, people. You'll understand why in a minute.
Technical difficulties. Andy, you got it. Come on.
I'm trying. The stupid thing's not working from beginning. Come on now. What the hell?
So the funny thing while you're doing that, I work in a school and I work with teachers, and I sent this link to them and I said, guys, let me know what your favorite boy band is. And they were throwing some names at me, stuff I wasn't even thinking about. Oh man. I might read a couple of them off if we got some time. Maybe
we always have time. Heck yeah.
Well,
honorable mention type list.
Honorable mention, yeah, because we were going to put in DeBarge there too, George, but I don't think they were a boy band. That was just a song we liked. So, we were toying with. So it brings up a good point. Like, what exactly is a boy band technically, right?
That's
so
true.
if you go on, then there's a ton of different you can find on the internet. And by the way, can you see the screen, Todd? You guys, can you see it?
No, we're not
No.
seeing anything, Andy.
You're doing awesome.
You're not sharing your
Well,
screen. 23 people in our chat, Andy. There's no screen, buddy.
I'm buckling under pressure.
He's sweating. Guys.
Hold on.
Andy, here we go. Look, Brian's getting on you. Andy, come on.
Oh my gosh, hold on.
There we go.
There we go.
Hey.
Now we're
From
seeing
the
it.
beginning. Let's get this done. Come on now. Bam. How about that?
Andy,
And-
John wants to know if Def Leppard's a boy band. They're all boys.
He's just trying to bust my chops. Yes, they are all boys, but that is not the definition of a boy band, John.
John, they could be a boy band if you want them to be, man. Whatever you
Right.
say.
So hey Brian, give me a break. I can see some comments on my phone. All right, I'm coming. All right. So, spoiler alert: we know who wins number one.
Who is Short Circuit? He put on their top 10 Big George hookups.
Oh,
About
that's
to get me in
Brian.
trouble on here.
That's a good top. Hey, wait. There you go.
Next week.
I'm gonna remain silent. Yeah, that'll be next week.
All right. What's number 10?
Fine.
I got to make sure I can try to get
All
there.
right. So number 10. All right. So Todd,
This
there's
is
only
good.
one song you need to play for this.
I hope it's this.
But so George, this is George's number 10, if I believe I'm doing this in order. And I also
Oh,
tried
okay.
to put the number of albums they sold. You guys are going to be blown away by how many albums these boy bands sold. Basically, to be a boy band, you have to you can't be you can't be old. Okay, you don't have to be like Menudo young, but
You have to be boys.
you have to be boys. Good call. You have to kind of cater to the female audience with a lot of love songs and poppiness and all that good stuff. You probably, I guess they want you to be attractive so you don't look like Mick Jagger. And then I guess, other than that, it's kind of up to speculation. But one band that didn't make our list, one list said the all-time best boy band is the Beatles. We don't consider the Beatles
Yeah.
a boy band.
No.
So some of the stuff is up to interpretation. But Todd, you're gonna play the one song you'll know when you hear this. All right, Big George, tell us about number 10, because there's only one song I can think of when this group comes out.
So, this was not my number 10, but we can go with it.
We're going with you're jumping in.
Go with it, George.
All the other
go with
ones were collective, so you're gonna have to roll with me on this because this is a numbers game.
It's a collaborative thing, no problem. So Belle Biv DeVoe, so they were a spinoff from New Edition, this trio, and they had Poison was their biggest hit.
Yep.
And then they had another song, You Thought It Was Me, which was really big. And then there was one more slow jam that is slipping my mind off the top of my head. I'll have to look it up real quick. But they only had about 3 or 4, I would say, 3 hits and maybe 4 total semi-decent songs. But they somewhat defined that era. And I gave them a nod because they were part of New Edition, who I absolutely love. And these guys were pretty talented. And, of course, they were the ones that discovered ABC, Another Bad Creation, which
That's right.
was another
right.
game changer.
Oh, they're all
John, leave it to John. He's already.
Here we go. John saying not a boy band. It's a hip hop group.
see, John, it's
We're gonna
good
get
to have
this
you
all
back,
night,
John.
guys.
But they
Get used
actually
to it.
are listed on the boy band list, and they did come from one of the most famous boy bands of all time, like George said. So Belle Biv DeVoe, and sold an impressive 4 million albums, mainly to, I think, the single Poison. But all right, so the next one, you ready for?
Yeah,
I think
do
it's
it.
either my 10 or Todd's 10. All right,
All right, good.
my 10.
Oh, gee.
Wham. 30 million.
All right.
See, I don't think these guys is a boy band at all.
Now they're debatable too. I guess maybe I found them on a list. And I was like, I'm gonna throw them in there because of 2 songs. Okay, because of "Wake Me Up," which everybody knows, and you can't not sing it if you roll the windows up. And then honestly, is there a more popular Christmas song than "Last Christmas" than by Wham? I think that is why I put these guys on there.
The jitterbug.
I like the Jitterbug too. I forgot about that. Oh, wait, that's the same song, right?
That's the beginning of Wait.
Yeah.
That's the beginning of Wait. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the beginning. Of it.
I still don't think they're a boy
Jitterbug
band.
is 30 million copies, man.
Band, though.
Yeah,
They're pop band.
they're a pop band.
Come on, Andy.
They're a pop
You
band.
were all over the place last week. Hey, Brian with the 199 super. Thank you, man. There he is. Appreciate that, Brian. He's the man.
Give us a hard time for Wham. You like it. Everybody likes him. Okay. Let's go to number 10 for Todd. You ready, Todd?
Brian, thank you for that super sticker, buddy. Appreciate
Thank you,
that,
Brian.
man.
Appreciate that. Oh, by the way, he put Jimmy put Careless Whisper. Honestly, I think George Michael solo is fantastic, but that's
Yeah,
a whole
not a
nother
boy
list.
band.
But all right,
And
not a
that's
boy
when he was a
band.
solo artist.
Oh
gosh.
All right, so Wham not as maybe not
Okay.
the boy band. So,
Yeah.
0
Well
for 2
done,
so
Andy.
far between
Well
Bell
done.
DeVoe and Wham, I guess.
Yeah,
all
that's
right,
right.
Todd, this is definitely a boy band. There you
Yeah,
go.
there
So
you go.
here's our
Okay.
boy band.
I actually
I
don't
really
mind these
know
guys.
anything with one song.
Are you serious?
Do you know anything other than that one song? They said?
I think
They
so.
sing
Yeah,
that,
they're pretty
yeah.
popular.
makes you
Yeah.
beautiful, right?
One Direction.
I mean, what's the most? I don't know what the most popular one is, but they were on my top 10 list. I know that.
You don't know any of their songs, but they're on your list.
Yeah. Here's the thing, guys.
They look
I told everybody.
young, and
I
one
said,
has
I
You just
said-
like their
I
hair,
said-
Todd.
Listen, yeah, that's true too. When we were doing this, I said, I don't think I even know 10 boy bands, Andy. You want me to do a top 10 list? And so this was tough for me because you're stretching here, man. You're stretching with me. But they were.
Look, I'm on the way to. We took a drive today. My wife puts on that song that's everyone's heard. Like that's what makes you beautiful.
Yeah.
You know that song, right?
Yeah.
You dun,
Yeah.
dun, bum, 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 like nobody else. Yeah, that song.
This
That's
is
not
another
it,
one.
is it?
That's not it. Story of my life. I don't know. Don't ask me.
Yep.
Yeah, that's enough.
So-
That's
They're
a good
actually,
one.
they're
So
actually
Todd,
pretty good.
one of my coworkers, you have no idea. She's on here right now.
Yes.
And every time I do happy hours for them, she requests One Direction. This is her
There you
favorite.
go.
You got a big thumbs up right now
See,
from
this is a good
Tiffany.
song right here. Right here. This is "Drag Me Down."
All right.
Well, Andy, how many albums did they sell? It's got to be a ton.
They
You
sold
I don't know,
50
a ton,
50 million
a ton.
albums sold.
Anyway, I'll stop with that. But
Guys, 50 million albums. That's insane. So, whatever. We should start a boy band.
oh god, I'm bald. Well,
I mean, look,
there's,
well, back in the day you were when you looked like Macaulay.
Well, you don't
Culkin.
normally start a boy band at
All right.
40.
no, but they're still around.
No,
That's
no,
true.
it's an old man jam. It's not. They're not going to have the same ring to it. But I mean, I look at
Put
the
on
number
Mike
of
beer
albums.
chugs.
Guys,
Cheers, buddy. He
holy
said he
moly.
was not going to miss this episode, which is funny, actually.
Well, so all right, that's number 10. All right, now we're getting into the collective.
Story of my
This
life. There
means
you go.
all of us have voted. They fell in there somewhere, or maybe they didn't. Maybe two of us had it, so the other one kind of canceled as like a 0. But they have a score, a ranking. So number 9 collectively is 98
degrees. Yeah, there we go. Well,
Um,
I only know Nick Lachey's in this band, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
both of them, and Drew Lachey, two.
Yeah, but-
two Lachey's.
But
Oh, yeah, I
Nick's
forgot
the
about that
popular one.
Nick's
He's
the only one that
married.
mattered.
Exactly. Right. What's their popular song?
I don't know.
They're on our list. They were on my
I don't
list too. It's because I've heard of them, but I don't know one song that they sing.
I actually don't either. Do you know why I put them on here, Todd, on my list?
I don't know.
Be-
But
because they have a brewery.
About this.
They opened a brewery in Cincinnati.
yeah,
They
it
did,
closed.
yeah.
It closed, by the
And
way.
it closed down. Yeah.
Close.
Yeah. It
Not,
failed.
not surprised. Not
George, you and
surprised.
I talked about this. These guys are like you had that third wave of boy bands where you had Backstreet and NSYNC, and then they had like the Sea Leaguers, which was 98 Degrees.
Yes.
That's probably these guys, because I couldn't name one song.
This is their big song.
Oh, I just want to slow dance, Todd.
Yeah. Come on, everybody, get together.
I'm back in middle school. I like this is nice.
Anyway,
98 Degrees was the band that I just ripped a new one because
oh, geez.
they were infamous for just me hating them. I said 98 Degrees needs to just stop. They were terrible. And I put them on my list only because I talked about them so much during the 90s.
Ocean Arts made a good point. Nick Lachey was married to. That's how I
Yeah.
knew him so well. He
They
was
had
married to.
their
and
show
They
on
had.
MTV.
Yes, I love that show. She was horrible. I did. I watched that show. I swear to you. I swear. I watched it.
You also watch Real Housewives. Your credibility
I
is
do.
not sufficient.
That is
You wanna
true.
Get into that
Well,
on
I am
there
doing a
if you'd
top
like.
10 boy band list. So what's? I mean, actually, at this point, everything's thrown out the window.
Nick Lachey was the original basketball wife.
There you go. There you go. Oh, your wife says we should know their songs. Obviously, we don't, but they made our list somehow. So I think that shows you our extent of boy band knowledge here. But let's keep going.
I think after this, we'll start to know more bands.
I hope so.
All right. Well, except for the next one. Todd's not going to know this.
Oh shoot,
Tony, you might run. George, this was you and I debating.
is this
This
Menudo?
might be the. No, although Menudo, I couldn't give you one song.
Menudo, yeah.
But apparently the rule was when you turned 16, they kicked you out of the band. It's a weird band. So
look, Andrea, she forgot about 98 Degrees. See, guilty pleasures, Todd. I don't know, John. It might be guilty pleasures. I don't know. I don't know many of these songs.
I think he was talking about you.
Oh, Housewives. Yeah, that is definitely guilty pleasure.
That's all right. Yeah. All right. George, this is me.
Yes, Guy.
All right.
What the heck?
Tell me you remember. Okay. All right.
So 4 million albums sold?
Yep. Okay. So
Andy, we used to listen to this album
nonstop. So George, been my story about Guy. All right. And that's what Teddy Riley and Aaron Hall, and I don't know the other dude's name. But I was at Todd, we were actually at St. Philip's. There was an 8th grade some sort of dance or something, and I won a CD from the DJ, and he said, well, what do you really want to listen to? Like, what's your style of music? And I said, well, give me something that sounds like Bobby Brown. And he pulls out this Guy CD and says, you're gonna love this. Give it a listen. And I'm telling you, I absolutely love this band. Pull up Round and Round.
Said, who are the hell are these guys? I don't know.
It was Teddy Riley, Aaron Hall, and Damian Hall were the 3 members.
That's it. And now Teddy Riley went on to just do massive producing. He did stuff for Bobby Brown, Michael Jackson.
What's their biggest song? Can you tell me so I can look it up?
Well, their best song is Round and Round.
Oh, Round and Round, yeah.
Merry-Go-Round, yeah.
What is it?
Merry-Go-Round. It's really good.
Oh, I'm thinking of Round and Round for Bobby Brown.
Well, I know Let's Chill was on my hookup mixtape.
Teddy's Jam is on there.
Teddy's Jam, yeah.
Spend the Night. They had a bunch of good songs. These guys were really, really good. So
we're good. Groove Me was one that was really popular.
If you don't know this album, by the way, this album from top to bottom is really, really good.
And this is something you totally would love. I can totally see why. Yep.
It's got piano. It's got a great hook. It's fantastic.
It's very Bobby Brownish. You're right.
It is. And then Teddy Riley went on to produce Bobby Brown. So and it kind of started that whole New Jack Swing era, which was really cool. And Bobby Brown was the king of New Jack, so that's
you guys got me on that. I have no idea what that one is, but all right. It seems like some people knew him. Brian Miller made the point. Spoiler for it. I agree with him on that, and you'll see. Hopefully, they better be on this list because they were on mine. So, Jackson 5, baby.
All right. So anyway, their score came up with an exact tie of another band. Came out a few decades later, but there is.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, there they are.
Hanson.
Oh God.
Here is
George. I don't think I need to say anything.
Oh man, these guys, man. You know, I hate to say it, they are talented.
They are talented.
They're still together making music too, which is funny.
Yeah,
16 million albums sold. That's insane.
I couldn't get past the hair, man. The hair was annoying to me.
They were trying 80s hair band. I loved it.
And the fact that one kid looks like he should be in kindergarten. Like, I mean, it's just. I mean, this is. It's a toddler band, not a boy band. But they did. Mbop was like crazy.
The kid in the middle looks like a little Kurt Cobain.
He does. There it is. There it is.
I'm embarrassed that I'm rocking to this. But
come on now.
I'll get to the chorus.
Song. You can let it go, Todd, because everyone's enjoying it, and people pretend like they don't.
I mean, come on now, let's go. Andy, didn't this make your top 10 something else? Weren't they on something else for us? One hit wonders, yeah. Last week
was one of my.
Oh God,
yeah.
I don't know if this tells you our list.
I don't think they were a one hit wonder. As they got older, they actually
they're totally one hit wonder.
Sold a lot.
They sold a lot, but they're known for Mbop. I mean, that's it.
All right, now you want to hear something funny? This you're gonna love this. All right.
Yeah.
Brian Miller's already causing trouble from last week, by the way, but that's okay.
Brian Miller is the man. Bottom Bond is throwing up right now. John Consola's trying to figure out what Mbop is. Robots, everyone, it's either love or hate with these guys. John said talented.
John knows what Mbop is.
John says good night,
these guys are still together playing music, and they not only do they play music, but Todd, they opened up their own brewery, the Hanson Brothers Brewery out in Oklahoma, which is another tie to our beer channel, right? Beer and bourbon.
Yes.
And their famous IPA, instead of hop, is
hop. That's a great IPA. That's pretty funny, actually. That's pretty funny.
Play on the name. So yeah. So, all right. So there you go. So
Well, it's
handsome.
Raining Baby says if the list doesn't have Together on it, I'm going to scream. Kevin Farley was in it. That's a good point. I wasn't on my list, so hopefully somebody else has it, or else it's Raining Babies is going to start screaming. So Together.
I think
Who's Together?
I don't know, but evidently we should know. He obviously
start
not on our
screaming,
list then.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
Yeah.
Hey guys, before we
Stay
go on to
tuned.
number
ahead.
7, can we give a shout out to my goddaughter Leah? She's 1 year old and she's watching us right now.
Get out of here. Well, how
1 year
are
old
you?
already has good taste.
Yep. I mean, she doesn't understand what the heck we're talking about, but she's watching.
There you go.
Apparently
Well,
waving.
thank you. Wonderful.
Might be for the best. But happy birthday. That's awesome.
Yeah, definitely. 1. Wow. Oh, to have a 1-year-old again, right? Oh, geez.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So number, what are we on? 7 now?
I have no idea.
Oh,
There
we go.
we're not on my list, not on your list, and George's list. So I'll let you boys talk. I couldn't name one Jonas Brothers song.
Are you kidding me? But first of all, they're back. So, and I don't actually know more than
they're back. Were they? I didn't know they went away.
Well, yeah, because Nick Jonas did his own thing.
here's
One
the
guy
thing.
was DNCE. They all had their own separate things.
Well, I asked my wife to play some songs today from Jonas, and I did not know a single song.
Andy,
they did.
we have
so
an
I'm out of this
opening-
one. I don't.
Oh shoot, that's an ad from YouTube. Sorry, YouTube. We're probably gonna get kicked off again, by the way, but that's okay. Go ahead. Sorry, it's an ad from. Come on, who wants ads? All right, you can talk. I mean, I'm trying to get.
So Sucker is one of their songs. Yeah.
There it is. This is recent.
This is recent, 2019.
Yeah. I bet you play this, right, George? I mean, come on. This is popular. This is like hugely popular.
That gets requested at weddings all the time.
Yeah.
All the time. Yep. Only Human is another one.
I might have to. This makes me confused and disoriented. I might agree with him.
Well, first of all, it's funny because in The Hangover, what's his face loves Jonas Brothers, and that's what's hilarious about that. And that's 10 years ago. So they were a boy band, and they all did their own things. Like got married. They had like reality TV shows. Nick Jonas actually is a hugely popular solo artist.
They've done all right for themselves.
Yeah, and then they got back together like 2019, and they're huge again together. It's crazy, absolutely crazy.
And Nick married one of the most popular Indian models in the world.
Exactly.
Actresses.
Yeah.
She
Screw him, man.
stunning.
He can sing. He can write. He's married to this beautiful woman. Screw him.
Good for him.
You know what? Take him off my list. I'm sorry. I don't want him on my list anymore. Get him off the list.
They did want to be in a boy band, just like the Jonas Brothers. Maybe I need to give them a listen one day because I don't know anything by them.
Your wife says, I agree. They were on my Andy. I can't believe it. Come on, man.
Tiffany says, bless the Jonas Brothers.
Yes.
I think I've done okay with this department. I just don't really know anything about
it. And here's the biggest thing. Here's how I know about Nick Jonas, because when my oldest son is a type 1 diabetic, when he was diagnosed, and this was like, 7 or 8 years ago, Nick Jonas is a type 1 diabetic too. And his solo career was just coming out. And like my son loved that song. And so it was very cool that he was a type 1 diabetic. Look, you can do everything this guy's doing. It was a very good like role model for Jordan. So that's why I have an attachment to this a little bit too.
So look, you're winning people over because everyone seems to be doing positive comments.
There
about
you go.
The Jonas Brothers.
There you go. All right, I win on that one. I don't win on many. Believe me, I don't. So that's good.
The Hanson brothers didn't do as well as the Jonas Brothers, so that's all right. It's okay.
Jonas Brothers is surprisingly awesome. Nice pick. I'll take it, Brian. See, Brian's a tough. He's a tough critic, and I'll take a win from him.
I think Brian's only a tough critic to me so I think you're okay. Tom.
And that means he's smart. Then he's very smart.
All right,
Brian Miller.
Enough Jonas love.
All right, go ahead. What's next? I gotta get my. I feel like I'm being a bad DJ here, George. I'm sorry. I know you're the man for that, but I'm doing my best.
You guys are doing great.
I don't know who's number 6. Hold on, let's see. It is.
Oh wow! I thought they'd be higher.
Well, this is our collective rating here. I don't know what everybody rated. I just took the average. I thought they might be a little bit higher too. Truth be told, I mean they're actually pretty good. So
well, yeah. I mean they have Justin Timberlake. So I mean, there's the talent.
Yeah.
No, I thought Joey Fatone was the talent.
I think I accidentally rated them too low.
Right, that's it, right?
Sure is.
Yep.
And the video was pretty awesome too. Let me get the chorus. Oh man,
George,
there it is.
we're
I
just
can't
giving
believe
you
it's 6. So I think they were like 6 on my top, I think 10. So I guess we were all around the same with them, I guess.
That takes us back to Greek Week days. Buddy John Little had this group called the Funk Crew, and we used to compete in dance competitions every year, and they would crush it with this song. This is one of the songs.
There you go. They have a lot of. I mean, yeah. So yeah.
Please stop using the word talented. Timberlake writes songs, plays music.
Yeah, Timberlake's really talented. I don't care what you say,
John
John.
prefers Digital Underground.
He may not be as talented as John.
He acts.
They're pretty talented. I'm not gonna lie to you.
He's
These guys are talented.
He's in Trolls, for crying out loud. Come on.
And
I mean,
Trolls.
Yeah, he's a troll.
And Joey Fatone hosts Impractical Jokers After Party. So they've all gone on to do really good things.
Oh no!
So,
Now here, Brian Miller's coming after us. Anyone who wrote Backstreet in front of NSYNC.
Sorry, Brian.
Ooh, I think we all did.
Backstreet is better than NSYNC.
Okay, Sarah is better than Liz. Brian,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I do think Backstreet is up there.
And Lance Bass. Yeah, Lance Bass. You know what? NSYNC probably was better than Back. I think I screwed up my.
I screwed up too. I think they should have been higher.
Yeah, I think I screwed that up.
Beg to differ. I'm going to say Backstreet is better than
Backstreet's back.
Yeah, they are.
All right.
Yep, they're larger than life.
Okay. Your sister's in the house, Andy. She's saying Backstreet Boys forever. So, there we go.
All right. Well, guess what? NSYNC's not number 1, so we're gonna move on. All right.
Let's go. What do we got next?
All right, let's see. What's number 5? Oh, see, I thought NSYNC was better than these guys, but you guys.
Oh, no way! I mean, come on. New Kids in the Block were awesome.
They might be the most. They could be the most popular.
They have one amazing era-changing song, but if you look at their body of work, it doesn't compare to NSYNC.
Really?
I don't think so. Name 3 songs by New Kids on the Block.
Okay, the right stuff, right?
Yeah.
Hanging Tough, right?
Yes, there's another one. Girl, okay. There's that slow song.
What's the slow song? Because now I can't get this tune out of my head. There's another one.
Hold on. I got it. I got you for you, huh?
Okay.
Yeah.
It was. There were 2 songs I remember from New Kids on the Block that I said,
"Don't go, girl."
Go. How about this one?
Please don't go, girl.
Commercial. Yeah. Dang it. We really should have these queued up.
Commercials.
We should have these queued up.
Pay $8 a month and do Amazon Music, Todd.
Step by step.
Oh yeah, step by step.
By the way, Andy, your sister agrees with me.
Oh, we got a super chat, by the way. We didn't just call out, man. We got to start giving some people who can. Yeah, man.
You got to talk like that, Todd. You got to put that.
I know. I'm trying to get New Kids on the Block up here, and Bottle and Bond gave us a $5 super chat. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. That is so nice of you guys to do. We really appreciate that. So anyway, Andy, you really didn't like. I can't believe they weren't like. I thought they'd be 1 for you. They're an '80s pop. Boy band. Like how is that possible?
No, they shouldn't be number 1. I think that's.
I thought for Andy,
spot for them.
I agree. I think I had them 4, or maybe 3. I might have had them 3.
No, I'm with you, George. I think they're probably where they should be. Although 4, they did start that resurgence of.
And here's the thing: what I also like about them, and this is crazy. I love reality TV. Donnie, it has Wahlburgers, right? Mm-hmm. So I watch that, and they also have I don't know if they're doing it this year. They do New Kids still performs. They do a cruise every year.
Yeah,
it's like a New Kids on the Block cruise, and it's a reality show, and it's the stupidest thing, but I love it. These people go nuts. They're all 50 years old, like our age, 40 and 50 years old now. All the fans, and it's so funny to have.
They're now NKOTB because they got to grow up a little bit, so they're not New Kids anymore.
But I watched that too. So the funny thing is, I hated these guys when I was little. I could not stand them because every girl liked them, and I absolutely hated that. Hated them. So that's funny that they're on my list now.
Well, yeah, there you go. They were kind of the resurgence and pioneers of the second wave of boy bands. So
you play New Kids makes me go back to my elementary school days. Right there, you go.
And over 80 million albums sold. That's ridiculous. I mean, if you look at the numbers that these guys put up for album sales, I mean, they're gaudy. It's crazy. So
Your sister wants to know if we have any K-pop bands. I don't know any. I know that's huge now, but I don't know any.
It is huge. I don't know.
They didn't make my list. That's the problem. I know they're the biggest boy band right now is I think a K-pop band, and I don't know who they are.
That's because we're too old.
We're way too old, right?
I would have to pull my daughter for that one. I don't.
Yeah, we're too old.
The fact that you had Jonas in One Direction shows a little.
John said you didn't like girls either. That's whatever. Thanks, John. Who invited John, by the way?
I don't know. You have the power of blocking people, Tom.
I love you, John.
Oh my goodness! I'm just reading some of these comments. I'm dying laughing. All right, number 4. You guys ready?
That's great, Brian.
Yeah. I don't know who this is. Let's see. Number 4.
Nice you leave.
Oh,
there you go.
Number 4 should have been higher.
Wow.
Yeah. Tony's by far his number 1. These
wow.
guys.
There was no one better.
That I was talking to my wife tonight before we went on. I said I got my list. We're doing top 10 boy bands. She said Boys to Men should be number 1.
Yes.
Which surprised me because I thought she would love New Kids, but she said Boys to Men.
Boys to Men are epic, man.
They were I think 4 or 5.
Oh my god, they were so big.
Let me tell you, there are a lot of people that are on the earth today because of Boys to Men. A lot of babies were made to them.
I'll make love to you. Oh my goodness, they were amazing.
4 Philly boys too, man. It's your hometown, right? Making you proud, man.
Absolutely.
They're still playing now, but that the one dude with the bass voice, he left. I don't know what happened to him.
Yeah, Mike Bass. He had some kind of condition. He couldn't barely walk, so he couldn't go on tour anymore, and he couldn't even really have enough energy to get in the studio. So he had to. They actually just sang, I think it was the Star Spangled Banner or something at the at the Kobe Memorial, but they're still around. I mean, they're awesome.
So good. Yeah, Bass. He actually had a back problem. George that said he was that's why he had the cane in most of those videos because he had already.
Right. And I think they have a reality show, or they had. I don't know if it made it, but I remember seeing some type of reality show with those guys.
Are they still performing like live?
They still perform live.
They were in Vegas, I think. Yeah. Oh, so good.
Yeah, they were scheduled to perform here in Philly at one of the casinos before everything shut down. I think it was supposed to be in April.
And actually, I was surprised. I thought. Now, look, 64 million is not a small number. I thought it'd be even higher than that. I mean, there was a time in the 90s where no one could outsell Boys to Men. I mean, between End of the Road that came out after the Motown Philly album, these guys were huge. And it was hit after hit after hit.
Don't forget, It's So Hard to Say Goodbye to Yesterday.
That was a classic.
On Bended Knee.
They did the In the Still of the Night, the cover.
That's right.
So good. And they did a Christmas album.
Don't forget about the song Mama. Mama ended up being a song that's very popular at weddings.
What did Ocean say? I'm missing the chat. I'm sorry.
I'm thinking they should have been higher. I'm not going to lie to you.
They should have been higher.
Yeah. See, Ocean, so many babies. Yeah, what George said, so many babies were made to this. That's the funny thing. Yeah,
exactly.
These guys were my number 2. I will say that. I had them at number 2 because I thought they're awesome.
Yeah, see, this is the thing, though. Boys to Men is an R&B band more than a boy band, and I can see that. I could totally see that, though, because they were really. I think
boy band doesn't just have to be defined necessarily by music, because the Osmonds were a boy band too, and they were kind of like that. I mean, I don't even know how you classify them. So the boy band doesn't necessarily have to be pop, so to speak.
Right. They're R&B boy band, but still a boy band. Okay, well, yeah, it's hard. I mean, we've done this with. Yeah,
there's some debate on
comedies. Yeah,
the Beatles were one. I mean, I disagree with that one, but maybe it's just because they were so bloody big. I don't know.
What about 112? What's 112? Is 112 a song by Boys to Men, or is that a band?
No, they were an R&B group. They were an R&B group.
Because I don't know who they are.
112 was an R&B group, but I wouldn't consider them a boy band. They were grown men.
Here's a good point, and Tiffany just brought this up, and how far back we go, because when I said this to like my parents, they were like, "Well, you got the Temptations. You can go way. If you go back in the '60s to like all those bands that they were like young kids and they were all boy. They were like, are they boy bands? I didn't go back that far, but the Temptations. Oh my God! I mean,
the Monkees were on all those lists too.
Yeah, again, I took them more of a pop band. Yeah,
the Monkees were on the list too. That's right.
Yeah.
All right. So we got Boys.
All
I think we all agree. I think everybody's okay with Boys to Men at least.
Well, you're also noticing as we get up here in numbers, the credibility factor starts to go up a bit too.
Yes.
So,
I don't know who
people are-
naturally 7 is, by the way. It's Raining Babies. I don't know who that is. Do anybody know who that is?
No.
Old.
Actually, 7.
Gosh, we should know more about this, I guess.
And I thought someone had Jodeci on there. And didn't they do that cover of I Swear? Was that them?
Yeah.
They were a boy band.
So we talked about this earlier, Brian. Brian brought up the thing about the Beatles, about the chicks passing out everywhere from the Beatles. Time to reconsider. I guess back in the 60s, they probably were a boy band. There's no doubt about it. But I think they're now seen as like the greatest rock and roll band of all time. Does that make sense?
Right.
I mean, like,
Right.
that's the thing. I mean, they certainly at the time.
The Beatles, though, because they played their instruments.
Correct. Oh, yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
100%.
Most of the time, what classified the bands also from
And wrote their songs.
Right. They weren't playing their instruments. So if you're like, well, how come some of these young rock bands aren't on there? Well, because they're sitting there, they're all playing their music. A lot of the boy bands was about, the dancing. It was about the show. It was about, a lot of people had this, they were handpicked and stuff was written for them. So it was kind of a different category. I couldn't see the Beatles on it. But,
yeah,
and
Andrew is right. Yeah. Beatles played instruments doesn't make them just a band. It makes them just a band, not a boy band. That's kind of how we all kind of went with it. But I get your point. They were on other lists. We looked up lists. Yeah.
Not a boy band.
And my mom says the Beach Boys. See, my mom is from that area. She sees the Beach Boys and the Beatles as they were like a boy band to her. She grew up as a tween teenager with the Beatles and the she saw the Beatles at the Baltimore Arena in 1960 something.
That is kind of awesome.
Yeah. Anyway,
They can get honorable mention.
Yeah, there you go. I mean, the Beatles, they're I think the greatest rock band of all time. So they're certainly, worthy of something better than this list. I can tell you that.
Well, but they could also be on a classic rock or all-time greatest rock band.
Exactly. Yeah. Just bands in general. The best band in that. Yeah.
They'll make a list in the future, just not this one.
Exactly. There you go. There you go. Good point.
Well said,
all
George.
Right. Where are we on number 3, Andy?
George brought all together. Okay.
Well, I'm out after Boys to Men.
Oh, you're out?
Oh, there we go.
Oh, yeah. Oh, God.
New Edition's great. They weren't better than Boys to Men.
New Edition was. Oh my! I love New Edition as a kid.
The way it was ranked, Tony, is the way it came in. I also had Boys to Men higher than these guys, but these guys are great.
I loved this song. I love this song.
There you go.
Cool it now.
They did sound like more of a boy band, though. I will give you that.
They had the boy band sound.
They did.
Especially when they were younger.
Yeah.
Boy band, look, too.
Like, this sounds like a boy band.
The amount of talent that was in that group. If you look at that picture,
go ahead, George.
So you have Belle Biv DeVoe, which are the 3 in the back.
Unbelievable.
And then Ralph Tresvant is the one in the front, who was probably the second best singer.
He's the least probably known.
Yeah, he's the least probably known. Bobby Brown there, but one that's missing is Johnny Gill. They had 6 original members.
That's crazy.
And Johnny Gill he was the best singer in the group, and he went solo first. Then they kicked Bobby Brown out, and then they tried to do it with the 4, and Ralph Tresvant was the last one to go solo, and then BBD became a trio, and all of them were successful, even when they split. It's a tremendously talented group of performers.
I loved it when they rapped right here. In control, cool it now. Awesome. Anyway, all right, Andy, you didn't have them. I can't believe you didn't have them in your top 10.
No, I did. I had them low. Here's the reason.
Andy loved Bobby Brown. He was like his favorite.
I'm stubbornly loyal. Bobby Brown, one of my all-time favorite artists, and they kicked him out. You don't kick out Bobby Brown. Bobby Brown will show you if you kick out Bobby Brown.
He's got a track record. He may have deserved
it. He did have a reputation for causing trouble. I will give them that. But actually, so here's the tie-in. George Bobby Brown gets kicked out of New Edition. Teddy Riley leaves Guy because they had a falling out. He produced Bobby Brown, and he just absolutely soared. And I think Bobby Brown sold like close to 40 million albums, which is crazy. So he ended up doubling what New Edition.
Can I tell you guys a Bobby Brown story that I have?
Please do.
Yeah. So my buddy John, Big John, who was on here earlier. I don't know if he's still on.
Yeah.
John is he's in the Air Force now, but he used to be in the Marines. So John became really close with this pop singer named Shannon. Let the Music Play. If you ever guys heard that song, it was from the 90s. And she still goes on tour with a lot of other 90s musical artists. So John brought me in because she wanted to get some military guys to perform on stage with her. So me and John went to New York, Radio City Music Hall to perform with her. So before we were going on stage to perform, we were in the dressing room, which is behind the scenes, and right next to us was Bobby Brown's dressing room. So Bobby Brown was there too. He was part of the lineup. He was actually the headliner that night. So we had a bottle of Gentleman's Jack in the, warming up. Great whiskey, not cheap, just so we can get in the mood before we get on stage. So we go to get on stage, and then we come back up. We were going to have a celebratory drink, and we look, and the whiskey was gone. And so we said, what the heck happened to our whiskey? Because we were the only ones out of that group that drank. And we come to find out Bobby Brown drank our whiskey.
Jeez, are you serious?
Yeah. So then to make it worse, he sent someone up to our dressing room, and Bobby said, hey, you guys got any more drink? Bobby wants a shot.
Oh, geez.
And so we said, what? So we had a spare bottle or something. Wasn't as good as the Jack, but we brought it down. And my buddy John, he don't care. He doesn't care who you are. So first, when Bobby Brown walked by, I don't know if you guys noticed, but Bobby Brown is a big time Steelers fan.
Oh,
he
no.
He loves the Steelers.
Oh, Andy, that's unfortunate.
And this was when the Eagles won the Super Bowl. So every time he walked by, my buddy John would say, fly, Eagles, fly.
Oh,
So
get in them. Yeah.
finally, Bobby got tired of it, gave John a titty twister.
You're kidding me. Are you kidding me?
Again, picture this. John's bigger than me. So
Jesus Christ.
Bobby Brown goes right up to him, reaches up in the air, twists his titty, and then keeps it moving. So,
what did Big John do?
Liquor,
Oh, God.
He just took it. It's
Bobby
Brown.
Brown. Yeah, what are you going to do? Right. Yeah, right.
Exactly.
True.
He's got a great story for the rest of his life then, right?
Exactly. So then we take the liquor down. We said, Bobby drunk all of our liquor, but we're going to give him a shot anyway. So we go down. We all have our shots. Right before we give it to him, my buddy John was like, yo, you drunk all my liquor. You know that, right? Bobby said, I don't know what you're talking about, man. And then we said, whatever, it's Bobby Brown. We took the shot and went on about our business. But that's my Bobby Brown story.
That's awesome.
Well,
George, you called me and sent me a pic. You had the pic with Bobby, right? You took a picture with him, correct?
Yeah, I took a picture with him. Yeah,
that's right. He sends me this picture out of the blue. And he goes, check out and see if you recognize this. I was like, oh my gosh, you're standing next to Bobby Brown. That's so awesome.
Hilarious.
And look,
that's
a
story.
George the way I know George, but if anyone's going to find these crazy stories that are going to happen, like George's going to call me and be like, yo, Ace, you're not going to believe what just happened today. And then he sends me a picture of Bobby Brown. Like, that's just the way George is. It's the funniest thing because you never know what story is going to go out.
Andy, I think we need to get to Philadelphia. We need to hang out with George more, I think. Right?
I've hung out with George a lot. I've had fun.
I know, but now we don't have. Yeah. Anyway, hey, George, one thing. Brian Miller, our resident guy who kills us on facts because he knows everything, which is good. He does, actually. He said Johnny Gill was not an original member. He was a successful solo singer. They brought him in when Bobby left. He said.
You know what? He is right. When they were all together, the six of them is when they tried to do a reunion, and that's when they had all six guys together. Thank you for fact checking me, Brian. Good job, buddy.
He will do that. But Brian Miller also fact checked. He said that first album by Bobby, Don't Be Cruel, amazing, 10 out of 10. Agreed.
Yeah.
That was good.
God, yeah.
Killer album. And that thing flew off the charts. That was the best-selling album, I think, of 1989. You can fact check me on that, Brian. I'll give you time to Google that one.
Andy, let me just stop. Were we supposed to open up the High West during this list, or are we doing it afterwards? It just doesn't matter.
Number 3, so we'll get there.
Okay, sounds good. All right.
Coming. All right.
I'll open mine, Todd. Go ahead.
All right, so
yeah, there you go.
Number 2. All right, since we guys kind of know what the last two are going to be. Number 2.
Oh, let me get some music from them. I think everybody's waiting to hear a little Backstreet. Although somebody's going to be upset that we had them in front of NSYNC, right? Uh-oh.
Now, look, to my wife, who just said it better be your number 1. This was my number 1, but I was outvoted by people who had another one above the Backstreet Boys. But these guys were definitely my number 1. So
they were not my number 1. They might have been 4 for me.
4. Who did you have above Backstreet? Well, you have to say your the number one, but who'd you have above?
Okay, give me a second. I'm trying to do 10 things here. You put me on the spot, Andy.
John, if you're still listening, just think about us singing "Tell Me Why."
Backstreet was the definitive group of the official boy band era. When you think of the boy band era, Backstreet Boys was the group of that era. Maybe, I don't know. I think NSYNC might have been as talented, but Backstreet was that group.
Andy, I had Backstreet 5. I had Jonas Brothers ahead of them, New Kids on the Block, and New Edition, and my number 1. So I had 4 ahead of them, 5 ahead of them. No, 4.
No, you're wrong on all those.
No way.
I had Backstreet number 3, so they were right. This is right around where I had these guys.
All right.
I'll tell you why they're my number 1. Because so George, you had a Bobby Brown story. I got a Backstreet story.
Okay.
So, I have 2 kids, 7, 2 years old. My wife and I had not taken a vacation since our first was born. In about 6 years, we needed to get out. It just was it was time. So in-laws came over and watched the kids for a weekend. And I said to her, well, let's do something fun. We called it our Fire and Ice tour. All right. We were going to fly to Vegas because she was dying to see the Backstreet Boys residency in Vegas. And then we were going to go from there to Winnipeg and so I could see Winnipeg Jets play. Anyway, it turns out that the Jets were playing. Just a touch. Turns out the Jets were
what?
The Jets were actually playing in Vegas.
I'm just laughing at this chat.
I can take it if you can take it.
This is a great play. We actually saw the Backstreet Boys and the Jets play the same week, and the Backstreet Boys were incredible. I was blown away by how good these guys were. So, John, I'm going to use the word talented again. They were talented guys.
Andy, what's your favorite Backstreet Boys song?
Oh, it's this one. I mean, just because you roll up the windows, you're going to sing the song. But they have a bunch of really, really good songs.
Everybody was my favorite one.
Yeah, and that wasn't even their first album.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Larger
Than Life is a good song.
Larger Than Life, they've been awesome.
Drowning's a good song. They have a bunch of really good tunes. This is up to the screen. This is my wife and I at the Backstreet concert in front of the Backstreet Boys sign. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. Probably not. But I'm wearing a Def Leppard t-shirt at the Backstreet Boys concert. But they were fantastic. They were just really, really good.
Of course you are.
And George, what was the guy's name? Perlman, who kind of started this trend again, was like signing all these boys. Is it Doc? What was his name?
Lou Pearlman. Your younger sister knows him.
Lou Pearlman. So there you go. These guys are fantastic. No one gonna back me up on Backstreet Boys, huh?
No, I love it. I got it.
They were number 3 on my list, so
they were my number 2. They were my number 2.
We got all right. So there we go. John is Milli Vanilli number 1. Yes, Milli Vanilli is number 1.
By the way, Lou Pearlman, here's a fact. Lou Pearlman died in August 2016 in a federal correction institution.
Oh, jeez.
I really know that.
Yeah. Yep, in Florida.
That sounds like he did.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, because he was stealing from all these bands. He was booking them, and they were blowing up, selling all these albums, and he was taking all their money. That's why all these guys are scrambling today, because as big as they were all broke.
Wow.
They left those bands broke.
I'm thinking these guys can't be too broke with 100 million albums sold at this point. All the tours and money they're making now, these guys should be doing okay.
Well, they're not broke like normal people are broke. They're celebrity broke.
They're rich broke.
They're rich broke.
Andy, our friend Monica is and she loves the Backstreet Boys. So, hi, Monica.
Awesome. See, yep. So Backstreet Boys number 2. Okay, so spoiler alert: you've all seen number 1 because I couldn't get my PowerPoint to work. Whatever, but
they were my number 1.
The original boy band. Todd, I didn't have them as my number 1. I had Backstreet as my number 1. I had these guys like number 4, I think. But I mean, I can't argue with them. I think George, you had them right up there. So the Jackson 5.
Can't argue that one.
Yeah.
Million album. Now, that number blew me away. The fact that they sold 100 million albums. That's not Michael. They sold 100 million albums,
Right.
which is insane.
Yeah.
So, yep, and they are the original boy band, even though I think Tito or Jermaine was 37. But Michael was so young.
But he was young.
But yeah, these guys have a ton of hits. I mean, yeah, and they're timeless. People our age,
so-
people.
It's amazing.
So the Jackson 5 sold over 100 million, and then how many albums did Michael Jackson?
Oh God, that's a good point.
I mean,
Jeez, Louise.
between good Lord,
Well, he sold almost 100 million of Thriller alone. I think he sold 67 million of Thriller. So
Yeah.
he has over 350 million albums sold solo. So
Wow.
Michael Jackson total has around 450 million albums sold, which is just crazy silly. But
when they first came into the industry, I think it was around 1968, 69, they had 4 consecutive #1 hits.
yeah,
So
they
right
what,
from
Rock and Robin. What were the
Yeah, right.
so Janet never sang with them.
No.
She
no.
did at one point. There are videos of Janet coming out and singing with them when she was real little. Maybe it was just like a thing to bring around, but Janet did do some songs with them. I don't know if it was recorded or not, but Jen definitely did some stuff with them. And then Janet went on to have her own blow up career too. So I mean,
Yeah, I think everyone agrees. How can you not have #1? There you go.
yeah, they were up there for me.
And watching Michael Jackson sing at such a young age, which is the other, I think, incredible part about that. Some of these ABC, he's really young singing that
He is
too.
young.
Yeah, I think it was 8, 9 years old when he started.
Yeah.
somewhere around
And his
there.
brothers are all so much older than him, which was crazy. So
Well, it is funny. They did a couple reunions, but at one point I think Michael was just so big that it just kind of that was it. It disbanded a bit, but yeah, their songs are timeless, and so yes, deserving of the #1. I think
there
the
you
list was
go.
pretty good.
I think so. What does the chat think? I mean, come on, who did we miss then? And we put out a bunch of bands, 10 of them, but there's a ton more. I know we'd have to.
Million says Google.
What was that? How much
750 million says Google.
For MJ.
for MJ? That's ridiculous.
Wow.
So John agrees.
God, that's insane.
There you go. All right. Well, I think here's the thing. I was skeptical on doing this list, guys. So I think it was worth it because I think there are some hidden. It's exactly what you thought you would do. Is there are actually some bands you really did like when you're going? You don't want to admit it, and I probably wouldn't have if we didn't do this list. But I like some of this music. You can't. How can you not like some of this music, right? So that's the thing about this.
I knew you would come around, Todd.
You got me, George. You got me. I agree. I agree. All right. So people love the #1. So I think we were good with that.
I think we did a good job.
So at the chat, what did we miss? And I'm also getting thirsty, so I'm going to pop something soon, Andy.
Oh, I like it. We can all do. Boy, that sounded nice. We can do that.
Doing that? I want to pop mine open too.
Right in, man. Woo.
So we've gotten to our list. Tell us if you. Hey, should we can certainly bring some people on it. If you want to tell us what we missed, Andy, do you want to do that or?
Menudo. Andrea said Menudo.
Menudo.
You know, I don't know a single song. What I know about Menudo is that Ricky Martin was in it at one point, and then Ricky Martin went on to blow up his career and do a lot better than Menudo. So
correct.
That's all I know.
I thought you would have Menudo, Andy. I thought for sure that would be in your list for some reason. I don't know why.
I put them on a list. They didn't make a top 10 list, but then when I looked at it, I couldn't think of one Menudo song. I just know who Menudo is.
Yeah. Name one. So
I couldn't name one either.
I don't know who Monica, we haven't sipped on the whiskey yet, so don't worry.
No, we haven't. So Andy, you want to talk about what? So every week we're going to do this. Tee this up a little bit now that we've gotten through our list. And if you want to come on and tell us who we missed, go ahead.
So let's put this up. So if you guys do want to jump on at some point, feel free, and you can tell us what we missed, or you can just give us your comments, say hi to Big George, whatever you want to do. In the meantime, if I can get this open, we have decided that every week. Oh, Color Me Bad. Were they?
Color Me Bad. Yeah, I don't know.
I wouldn't consider them a boy band.
I wouldn't either. They were like an R&B.
They were already grown men when they came out.
Yeah.
Definitely good though. Good call.
Yeah, that's true. That could have been. I don't know.
All right.
I mean, it's debatable, I guess.
Hell,
So
well,
Brian Miller,
yeah.
for him, New Edition was his first boy band experience, and then realized there was a pattern generation experience. Yeah, well, there you go.
Yep. And New Edition led me right into Bobby Brown, so that was that was the whole New Jack Swing thing, and I just loved it, which led to Guy, all that stuff. So
Yep.
Velvet develop a lot of cross. You see a lot of these things kind of cross reference too, which is kind of cool.
Agreed.
All right, so every week we
Yep.
are going to do, and it might be a beer, but beer's a little harder because it's so regional. So what we're going to do is we are going to spotlight a whiskey, or a rye, a bourbon, whatever. And we'll put it up in the community tab. We'll throw it up on our Instagram teaser. This week, Big George, Tony, Todd, and I are sipping on High West Double Rye from
There we go. If I can get this thing straight.
There you go. There you go. Let me get that out of the way. Hold on. You can show it better, George.
Okay.
All right, there we go.
Hold on. George, ready? Can we get him just to be George? So George can say it? Show it?
There we go.
Should we just make it?
And thanks to Andy, I did take it out the fridge. Andy said it would be an insult to the whiskey to have it in the fridge. So
there you go. So did everybody get a good shot of that? There you go. Everybody get a good shot of that? All right.
Got that right
All right.
there.
All right.
Feel like Vanna White.
So Andy, we're going to try to do this every week. So if you go to our discussion tab by this weekend, we'll have next Tuesday's whiskey up.
We'll do that. By the way, John, LFO, they were a boy band, I think. Weren't they one of those like
Yeah.
Hey John, your friend Lindsay said, "Great job. She's very proud of you, and now she can finally go to bed." Well, thanks for hanging with us for over an hour. We appreciate that.
That was awesome.
Cheers.
Thank you for coming on.
If Tiffany's still on Tiffany, you have to do a shot with me. So get. I know you don't have the High West, but get whatever you're drinking, and let's do a drink together.
So Bottle and Bond wants to know how we think. All right, let's get into it then. Huh, Andy?
All
Did you
right.
open it up
So-
yet?
I will say this: when I first started sipping on whiskey,
Ooh.
my introduction to rye was Double Rye by High West, and so I was asking the guy at the store. He goes, "You got to try this. It's fantastic. It's spicy. It's cinnamon. It's caramel. Like forward. Like it's so High West. This is a blend of two different whiskeys, a 2-year-old whiskey, and now at the time when I had this, here's where Robot Scott, if he's still on, can fact check me on a few things. A 16-year-old whiskey. And the 2-year-old whiskey is full of flavor, but a little bit aggressive. The nice mellow kind of flavor that picks up more of the barrel was from the 16. They blended them together. It was just this beautiful experience. Now, this new bottle, High West now starts distilling some of their own juice. So I think it's a 2-year and a 7-year blend. A 2-year that's sourced, and then a 7-year from High West itself. But either way, I remember loving this, and I haven't had this in probably a year and a half or so. So,
all right, so let's get into it. Andy, what's the grain bill on this?
This is the 2-year is 95% rye, 5% barley. The 7-year is 51% rye. It's a low, low rye, barely rye with corn and barley. I think is the other piece in it. So that it's going to be a little bit sweeter. So,
now, George, do you drink whiskey like this, like Andy does, and we do?
With Bobby
I am a Jack Daniel's fan.
All right.
I also drink Blue Label.
Oh. All right. Okay.
Okay.
So you're excited for this then?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Whiskey is my jam. There's also Big John's jam. So if he's on, you're making him very happy.
And Andy, I'm going to stop this before we get Dickie's dad next week. He can't wait for next week because he's actually off work. Every time he comes on Tuesday, he's working, watching us, which is great, I think. And he's going to be sipping on some whiskey with us. So that's awesome, Dickie's dad.
Good. And pitch some ideas of what you want us to do for our top, because maybe you can.
And what whiskey we're going to get into. But anyway, let's get into this one. I think some people, I know Bottled and Bond wanted to know what we thought.
Sad songs this week. Let's all get drunk and cry together.
That's true. That's a good point. We could do that. All right. So
awesome.
He says it seems like a well-balanced blend.
Yeah. So I remember loving this. Let's and it's actually I mentioned this. It's cheap. I mean, it's $28. So it's you don't have to spend a ton of money to get a decent whiskey. So all right.
Cheers, guys. Cheers, George, Tony, Andy.
Cheers.
Ooh. So now, Andy, we reviewed a rye last night, didn't we?
No.
No, no, we didn't. Never mind.
Must have been a good review.
Never mind. Okay, because
Very
that's a
memorable.
good thing. That's a good thing because this tastes 100% different. That's a good thing.
Oh,
I was about to say they taste exactly different. That's probably why, because it wasn't a rye. Okay, never mind then. There goes my point.
This is really tasty. There is a lot of. It's very spicy.
Yeah.
It is, but there is a sweet
gotta-
component to it.
There is
Absolutely.
a component.
It's got like a cinnamon pepper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not
this is
harsh.
a
I mean, that barrel strength or whatever we did a couple weeks ago was it's completely different than this.
Well, and let me tell you right now, for $32, what's that?
Yeah, 92 proof, but it's full of like cinnamon and pepper, and it's really tasty.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really easy to drink. Yeah, that's exactly right. And for $32, this is a fantastic pour for $32.
It is. I was waiting in that price range. Usually, those kind of whiskeys usually has a little kick. I was waiting for it, and it was really smooth.
Yeah, it was
very.
Yeah, that's too easy to drink. This can be dangerous. It's good. I agree
with George on this too, because there's a difference between that kind of alcohol kick and burn and just being spicy. And this is spicy, which is nice, but it's not like burning.
Yes,
it goes down.
Well, I guess that's one of the rye, though, right? I mean, that's the rye kicking in there too, right?
Your part of the blend is 95% rye, so it's full of, and it's a little bit aggressive because it's so young. But then you balance it out with an older whiskey, and the two really it's just really, really nice. So
it's really easy on the palate up front too, which is I expected more of a burn, and it's not there. I like how sweet it is, and then you taste that spiciness on the back finish of it. That's what I liked. I think it's better than the only one. What is it? The Rittenhouse Rye that I have back there. I think this is definitely better, right?
I think it's better than Rittenhouse.
Yeah,
I'm not a Rittenhouse fan though, but yeah,
no, I like that, but I think this is better than Rittenhouse.
Mhm.
I don't have a ton of experience in ryes, so everybody out there, if you've had this, I think Bottom Bond wanted to possibly get this one time. So the idea here is you guys hopefully can get out. If you, again, please check our discussion tab on YouTube. We'll tell you exactly what we're going to be drinking, and you can pick up a bottle. So that would be cool.
So next week we'll have it up a little bit earlier, but go to our community tab page, and and we're never going to make it something crazy expensive,
No.
Something that's usually pretty nationwide accessible. High West is pretty highly distributed, so we'll put it out there. But if you want to come on and have a sip with us, now,
and if you're in Philly, it is available all over the place. Thanks to Andy for helping me find multiple distributors that sell it. So now I know that I can stock my collection with this.
Yeah, George Colley said, "Wait a minute, I'm not seeing it this one place." I said, "All right, let me go on High West page and like type in your zip code, and all of a sudden, boom, 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 like pop it up." I think you're gonna find this, man. It's all over. So yeah, the really, really easy sipper. It is kind of what I remembered. I really just enjoyed it. It was very smooth. It was very easy to drink. And I will say this to the three of you and everybody else out there: if you like this and you want to spend just a couple dollars more, their Rendezvous Rye is even better. It is just fantastic. So High West does some really good stuff. And rye is kind of their thing. So
there you go. Collect a lot of bottles.
There. Yeah. So,
it's always a good thing.
What are you laughing at, Tony?
Not that we got our old good friend Ojan. He's ready to come in, and I think he was trying to get this. He saw our tab, and he couldn't get it, but he got something else. So let's bring him up and see what he got. Let's check it out.
All right.
Hey, guys.
What's going on, buddy?
Say hi.
Hey.
Yeah, I couldn't find the High West at all, so I settled for some 10 cup rye here.
There you go.
I've never had this.
You'll have to let us know, because now, Tony, you were the one who I haven't had 10 cup. You said you've tried.
I had they're just regular, so I wasn't a huge fan of just their regular bourbon, but we'll see how the whiskey is.
I just
broke
this
Oh, that's a fresh pop. Oh, there you go. So while you're opening that up, Ojan, what did you think? So when you saw we were doing boy bands, did you say you had to do a double take? Said what?
No, I thought it was good with the guilty pleasure thing.
It's kind of what we were going for. There you go.
I was surprised you didn't have As Yet in there. I saw a couple comments for As Yet.
I don't even know them.
I forgot about As Yet.
Remember they covered the Chicago song or whatever it was. Hard to say. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
All right. So let's try this here.
But I love Chicago, so that's a give him.
Yeah, there you go. All right. So he just goes right down with it.
He probably don't deserve to be on the list.
All right,
It's
how
like
was that? What'd you say?
I don't know. Let's say it tastes like whiskey.
There you go. Does it
It's
taste
good.
good?
I like
It's
it.
good.
I like it,
All right.
man.
What's the proof on it?
It's 92.
That's what.
All right,
Okay.
It is spicy though. I will say that. I do like the spices in it.
Would
Yeah.
you recommend it? Should Andy go buy a bottle? Jackie, you didn't hear that.
Yes. Yes.
See, well,
Yeah.
Jack,
For 92 proof, it's smooth. It's really smooth.
There you go.
all right. I would like to try it I'd like because Tony, you didn't like the tin cup bourbon, but ryes are often very different.
Bottle and Bond didn't either. So at least I was in good company.
Well,
Oh,
I
really?
think
This was like $30. The barrel aged stuff that was like 10 years old was like $60. So
Oh, did you? I didn't
I
know.
know
See,
it's weird for Monica to see me drink something actually good here. So
But I think it's funny that Monica is a big whiskey fan, which I think is amazing, right, Andy? That's awesome.
I think it's great, but I would have gone with Elijah Craig probably before the tin cup bourbon. I would say that, but
yeah, the Elijah Craig was better. I will say that.
Yeah.
But now that for the rye, like I haven't tried the rye, so I think like the George Dickel bourbon, like it's pretty good. It's a Tennessee whiskey, but their rye is fantastic. So
There's
Robot
It's
Scott
really
was with me
spicy,
too.
though. It's got a lot of spice in it. I will say that.
all right.
well, our resident
He wasn't a fan of either one, but hey, to each his own, man. I know I like stuff he doesn't like, so whatever.
he's a tough critic. He's our
He
bourbon
is.
connoisseur, so he's the one who's going to come on in a minute, and he's going to hit us up with this.
I think I'm the easiest critic you got. So
What do you got? So yeah, you mix it there with that big old Coke every Tuesday. I love that. Look at that. That thing gets done by the time we're done tonight. Right? You get that thing done.
this is like my fourth one.
Oh, you see how big that glass is? Oh my God.
I
Oh,
go about too much whiskey, then I put some Pepsi in it.
Yeah, huh?
Is it Jack or what's in there?
No, that's a McCormick's $14 a fifth whiskey.
There you
Okay.
go.
You like McCormick's, man. You talk about that every week.
He loves it. Well, he
I'm
mixes
telling
it.
you guys,
Yeah.
you need to try McCormick's. It will change your life.
Oh, Andy, you hear that? Life changing.
We're gonna have Robot Scott do a McCormick's tasting.
No,
Oh.
live.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm not opposed to spending some money on some good stuff like this, but I just love McCormick's. I don't know what it is about it.
nothing wrong with that. Now, do you drink it straight, or you just always mix it with?
Sometimes I will. I'll drink it neat with some ice, but I do like to mix it with, and I mix everything with diet sodas, just because I don't like the sweetness.
Yeah.
You know, so
Ooh.
There's a $19 bottle of Old Forester that's awesome.
Old Forester.
Yeah, isn't there, Andy? It's like
Old Forest.
yeah, it's like 18 or 19 bucks. It's a white bottle. It's so cheap, but it's really good.
See, the big one back here is Old Smoky now, but it's all flavored. It's all got these little sweet flavors.
Gotcha.
I don't like that. I just like straight bourbon, flavor.
All right. Well, I tell you what. I think you would like the High West here. If we can. So you're in Arkansas, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I wonder if it's distributed there, Andy.
I couldn't find it. I scoured that liquor store today. So.
But I'll tell you what is out there. I mean, if you want to spend the same amount of money as you do on the tin cup, maybe even less for a fantastic pour that's a steal, go back the Old Forester 100 proof rye. It's a steal for price. Old Forester 100 proof rye. Crack that open. What you think next week? You'll be converted.
Bob and Bond just said right here in the Old Forester 86 proof.
There you go.
I think that's the white bottle, right? What I was talking about. I think that's what it was.
The rye is different. That's 100 proof.
Yeah,
it's fantastic. And for the price, you don't get that kind of proof for under $30, which you can get.
Oh, Crown Royal Peach and iced tea on a hot day is tasty, said Robot Scott. That does sound nice.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah,
peach
see, I
tea.
don't like the flavored stuff. I just want
You want the
you know.
you want the bourbon. Well,
Yeah.
all right. So Andy,
Yeah,
here's our,
most purists don't like the flavors when it comes to whiskeys.
Yeah.
except John Capola. He loves that screwball. He loves that peanut butter whiskey. That's what
Is
he.
that right?
Oh,
Oh,
God,
I
that's
saw
all
the
he-
peanut butter stuff. Yeah.
They swear by it though. I'm telling you, they say it's good.
They do. So
They.
Well, look-
I don't know who they.
I'm not opposed to trying it, but man, I don't like the flavored stuff.
No, then you probably wouldn't like. So Andy, here's our task for the week. We got to figure out for our bourbon next week that we want to have everybody come on and try and drink with us. Got to make sure it's distributed in Arkansas. How do we do that?
Yeah.
I will. My apologies. I will check the Arkansas distribution list for next.
I know it's
Yeah.
not easy, but we got to. Because you said what this is in 20 states or 22 states, right? So
Hey guys, it's in Arkansas. It's in
Dang.
Central Distributing Company in Little
all
Rock,
right, you
Arkansas.
just couldn't find. All right, Little Rock. All right,
Or Rock. So maybe just we were out of luck at that one store.
they were out of luck. All right, that's fine.
We had sold out because it was so good. That's the deal.
Monica's pointing at larceny. I did see a bottle of larceny here, so I could get that.
That's a
You'd
good
like
one.
that.
Oh
Larceny.
man,
Very
Larceny's
different because
good.
it's a hot wheat bourbon, so it's not going to
Mhm.
have spice components. It's going to be a little bit sweeter, but you may like it. It's really good. That's one of Todd's favorites. So yeah.
is.
But
Okay.
anyway,
It
we
is.
appreciate you, man. Every week,
Yeah,
coming on.
buddy. All right.
We love having. It's our Arkansas check-in. So it's good
That's
to
right.
see you, my friend.
Cheers, buddy.
Cheers.
All right, take
You
care,
guys
buddy.
take care. Cheers, man.
Cheers,
right.
friend.
Wow. I
All
love
right,
it.
so,
I really want to find a whiskey that we can drink with them next week. That's our task.
All right,
You know.
we'll put
Let's
some
hope we
stuff
get-
out there and see.
Oh,
What
yeah, there you go. I'm gonna count on you doing that for me, Andy.
George, what are you thinking? Give me your thoughts on this. You liking this? Was this a good pick?
I like it. You know what? If I didn't have so much to do tomorrow, I would
Uh-oh.
probably.
If I didn't have to
tonight.
work, you know, I tell you what, I wanted to pour another one, but I know I just saw our good friend Scott jump on, and we got
Yeah.
a cool blind taste to do first. So I want to make sure I get my palate cleansed.
Yeah.
So that's what
this-
you're doing with the rye now. You're cleansing your palate.
this
No,
one
these
that-
are all ryes too. So I'm going to put this aside. Can we bring on our friend?
Let's do it.
Todd, you have the power of a button.
I do. That's right. I do have that. Hey, Scott, what's going on? Uh-oh.
How much
Scott,
are you guys
you're
doing?
frozen. Hey,
Good.
very good, buddy.
Scott,
Scott, meet Big George. Big George, meet
How much are you
Robot
guys
Scott,
what's
our
going on, man?
bourbon connoisseur.
That's
Let's
right.
go.
So, Scott, have you ever had you've had the High West, right?
Oh yeah, I love High West.
Yeah, there you go. All right, so there you go. It's my first time ever having it tonight.
Yeah.
So,
So
Oh, big
I've got a question for Scott right off the bat.
oh man, look at that.
So next week on Tuesday, I'll be coming to you from Southern Illinois with my father-in-law because we're going to see my in-laws, and we're driving, so I have to stop, and I'm going to be stopping probably in Lexington, Kentucky. So when I'm in Kentucky, is there anything you think I might be able to find or I should look for to pick up? Because I plan on. I don't know that I'll get to a distillery, but at least just like the liquor stores around there, I want to see if I can pick something up that's fancy.
Actually, there's not that Kentucky that is Kentucky only anymore.
Yeah.
It's all kind of spread out now. They actually have a hard time finding some stuff we have an easy time finding.
Really?
Besides stopping at the distilleries, yeah, I don't know. I mean, they have some nice big box stores that have good store picks and stuff like that, but nothing specific anymore. There used to be like Heaven Hill 6-year bottled at bond, like the Bullet Barrel Proof used to be Kentucky only.
Okay.
A couple other things, but I mean, there are a couple things that aren't distributed to Maryland that you could find in Kentucky, like New Riff and what else you could get without going to a distillery.
So I should just ask what their what's kind of unique to them.
Yeah, if you gotta go to a liquor barn, you can find some like fun store picks. But you probably find New Riff and Boone County.
Okay.
Go to Danville and pick me up a Wilderness Trail barrel proof.
Sure, no problem.
So it's
Sure.
up
No,
there.
yeah, there you go.
We'll make a little
Done.
detour.
They had a
The family will love it.
They just had a really fun release at Wilderness Trail. You had to pick it up at the distillery. It was a 6-year bottled in bond in a wood box with tasting glasses.
Oh,
see, that's what I'm talking about. That's the stuff you can find if you hit the distilleries, which I'm gonna get out there one of these days because that's a road trip.
oh, Andy, that's. Can you imagine that?
God, I can't open this stinking sample you sent me. Holy
Oh no! I got
Andy,
to
look like you're struggling over there, man. You all right?
Andy, mine are already poured and labeled.
Oh,
and everything.
shoot.
I
don't know
can't
why.
open number 3. Who does number 3 work for?
Who
Holy hell,
are
Scott.
you?
Where's
Did
Jackie?
you
You want
glue
need
this?
Jackie to bail you out.
I think he glued this one. Hold on.
I didn't know it was going on a game show.
Gosh, this is all right.
All right, so Andy, I'll tee it up while you try to open up a bottle. Scott, if you went, was it 2 weeks ago? You gave us a very nice selection, a blind taste test of bottled bond,
There we go.
and then also gave us the GTS 19 as a nice surprise. And I think that was really fun. So we're gonna do it tonight. You want to tee up sort of? I guess these are just all ryes, right?
These are all ryes. These are all just basically. I know you guys were more new to rye. Not that I'm a huge rye expert, but I just thought these were a lot of good, really tasty ones that would be good to get you into rye.
Okay.
Like it.
So they're all about 90 to 100 proof.
All right.
Well, here's the deal, dude. I left my envelope upstairs. It has all the.
Oh, shoot.
So, but you
Well,
got them right.
You know what A, B, C, and D are, right?
You know
Yeah, I
what,
got the
what
answer.
right?
All right,
so you're
good.
gonna have to unveil for us. All right. So
let's go to A, guys. So again, we have 4. Scott,
George, you're gonna have to vicariously just kind of keep sipping
Ooh.
on the High West while we tackle this, man.
All right.
Here's A. Here we go.
The sticker.
All right.
And
Oh, I don't have the stick. I forgot the stickers. Dang it.
anymore, I'm gonna have to bow out.
He's got to bow. He can't drink no more, right? Oh man.
You just hit that little button that wave the flag. That's it.
All right, so it's See, I just smelled High West. I like the smell of that better.
Then I might agree with that, but it's got to kind of open for a sec.
Yeah,
I'm going in.
I literally just poured this. All right, cheers. That's tasty though.
It's smooth.
It's really smooth. It's actually, I think, easier to drink than like when I say easier to drink, it's not as spicy, and that's not a good thing. There's necessarily.
No, I think that's a little bit more aggressive than that High
You
West.
think this is more aggressive?
Yeah, this
I don't think so at all. Aggressive in what way?
I've had mine open for the last 45 minutes, so maybe that was.
Well, that might help a little bit too. Well, I might as well got do 2 or 3 sips to make sure you're correct.
Yeah.
George, how do you feel about the first one?
I'm sorry, George. George doesn't have any.
Was it good? Was it bad? Indifferent?
No, I love it. This is going to be a part of my collection.
Oh, he likes that.
Good. All right, he likes A. George likes A so far.
Well, I tell you what, Ocean's saying that
A is the only choice that I have. So
here's the funny thing. I find that Ocean probably going to finish that bottle of Tim Cup by the time we're done this live stream.
I hope so.
Look, he's got a system. A little bit of Diet Coke, and then a little quick sipper, and then a little bit more Diet Coke.
He can put it down. Remember, he finished the bottle last week.
Well,
all right. So I like that. And do you not like this?
I didn't say I didn't like it. I'm not sure yet. So we'll see.
It doesn't seem like overly complex. I mean, is that right in that? I mean, I'm only getting like it's not. I felt like High West, and I shouldn't have done that. We tried High West, and so that had a sweeter tone to it than this up front. I don't get that in this. Correct? Are you getting the same thing? You are getting a bit of a spice, cinnamon finish to me. It's not unpleasant. I drink this again, 100%.
Yeah.
But I should stop even thinking about High West. So, okay, I like it though. It's good. Any other?
I agree.
I still can't believe this is what you guys do. This is the best gig ever.
If only it was a paid gig, George.
Andy, we don't have PayPal. Monica, I don't know what you were referring to. We don't. I don't want to do super chat if I don't. Yeah, we don't worry about that. You can support us in other ways soon, so just hold tight. We appreciate that offer. We don't have PayPal, so
would be great. We're going to be doing a merch page very soon, so maybe a t-shirt would be fun,
and subscriptions and all that stuff. So just hang tight.
Baseballs, the lunchbox.
Yeah. So thank you, though. That's very nice of you. We really appreciate that. But just a thought. All right, can we go to B?
All right, B.
Are we still? I haven't finished it, but I want to. We said we should leave a little bit, right, Scott? Because we want to come back and compare, right? Yeah. I don't want to finish it all.
Coming in and out.
All right, I gotta get some water. Get some water in this. Come on now, let's do this right. I don't want to just fly through this. Okay. Let me ask you this, Scott. Are there any surprises in this lineup? So you said that, I assume these are all that you like, right? Is there anything that's just an outlier surprise that we should be looking for?
Don't tell me what to do. I do what I want. Awesome.
No, I'm just Andy and Monica are like best friends.
I love Monica. She's awesome. That's really cool.
We just don't have PayPal.
I say it all the time. Tell me what to do, but don't tell me what to do. Don't tell me what to do.
Right.
That's fantastic. Okay, first of all, number 2.
I do what I want.
Ocean Arts with the $2 shoot. Man, thank you. But God, Lord, cheers to. Hey, first of all, put that back up. And so everybody who super chats us tonight, we will put their links to their channel on the replay of this, which people actually watch, which is crazy, at the top of the description. So anybody who super chats, we will put your channel so they know how important you are to us.
You also didn't do your text plea.
I didn't. See, I forget. Yeah. Well, this is gone. It's too late now. I mean, whatever. I'll do it next time. I'll remember next time. Checklist for next time. Dang it. Way to call me out on live. There you go, Andy. Thanks.
George, what do you think of B?
Friends here.
I think B is fantastic.
All right, B. I mean,
not as good as A.
Okay. Fair enough.
Hold on. Now I'm going to smell A to B.
I'm going to tell you that I like B better so far. That was more Backstreet than 98 Degrees, which may have been my first one.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to kind of put the two together.
That tastes that's a different.
Sweeter. I would say that it's a lower rye. Maybe at least I'm thinking like that's not as high rye of a mash bill, but I could be wrong, which is half the fun of this.
Yeah, that definitely does taste sweet, a bit sweeter to me. But
I should have written down all the mash bills.
Almost. That tastes a little bit like kind of what I remember, like the Pikesville kind of tastes like. Like more like corn sweetness.
Well, then I know you like this then.
So,
because you love Pikesville.
Holy cow!
Whoa!
What was that?
Whoa!
Whoa! My goodness gracious!
I think you might have a new co-host next week.
I hope so.
Holy
Monica!
Man.
I think for that, Monica gets to pick whatever next week's
You
drink.
got that right.
You make the choice.
Monica.
Next week, you get to pick one of the three of us, me, Tony, or Todd, to kick off. It's not me, and then join us. I go with Todd.
Gosh, Monica.
No, seriously, we will send Todd out to wash your car, clean your house. You know, whatever.
I do anything. Yeah, I'm up.
That's fine.
I'll give her a private dance lesson.
There you. Ooh, hey, that's better than me washing your car. I can tell you that right now.
Probably right. Todd's outfits are awful when you wash your car.
Nobody wants to see this.
No.
Oh, Monica, you are amazing. Thank you.
You can find it in Cali. That's not a problem.
All right, so
on your list.
Now,
hey, Monica, will you come on? And you can text. Would you come on with us and do a review?
We would love that. So we have Ocean and Monica that both have to come on, and so we have to find a whiskey that we all can review together. So this is going to be fun.
And look, she said she's just learning. That's totally cool. But come on and
so am I.
Kind of make faces or like it, don't like it, whatever. I think that's half the fun. It's kind of how you.
That's amazing. That is like
really
that's
awesome.
So Andy. Yeah. So this we don't have the. That's amazing. I can't. Wow.
Really, thank you.
We haven't gotten anything. That's amazing. That's crazy.
Todd's speechless, folks.
I am. That's amazing. We've never had anything like that before. That's crazy. That's amazing. You will certainly be remembered for that.
I'm kind of speechless too, but it's because
Aren't
the whiskey.
Yeah.
All right, back to B. I think B a little bit better, but I'll say
I will definitely research something, Monica, that is accessible in Cali, so you'll be in good shape.
You are Oh, the Whiskey Scout's here too. Wow, awesome. We're doing a blind rye taste test. We're on our second
sip number 3.
Oh, we're going to 3 now. Okay,
Let's go to
3.
C.
And Monica,
C.
thanks again. C. The
This
answer
nose
is C.
more reminiscent of A than B.
Oh man, the Whiskey Scouts here. We just also did real quick. We just did a pour of the High West that George, our guest host tonight. Well, I gotta put right there. He loved that too, right, George?
I loved it.
There you go.
See what kind of damage I'm doing on this bottle.
Oh
already.
Jesus, George, you are holy Godoli, you are.
George, just so you know, CEA, that's our dad.
That's
So-
Papa C.
Papa C says hello.
Love you, Papa C. I miss you.
Great.
Yeah.
George is like another member of the Beatles in our family. We love him. So he's open arms.
Tell Mama C I said hello.
She's probably watching. She chimes in every now and then.
She's sipping whiskey right now, I'm sure.
Oh, no doubt about that.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's funny.
That's awesome.
It's great to see you. Yeah, you know, we'll get you down here again soon. Last time George came down, the kids were in the pool playing. We were having a good time. It was fun. So we'll have to do it again soon.
All right.
Just so you know, not to tell me what to do, Todd. So yeah, Monica's already. I like Monica.
That's exactly what Andy would say.
That's exactly
I think Monica and Andy are in cahoots or somehow.
same page. I like it. It's awesome.
Gosh.
All right,
Still love you, Monica.
Hey Andy, you remember the time I broke into your house and was laying by your pool and
Yes,
scared the heck out of your neighbors?
I do remember that.
I
Yes,
can only imagine. What? Where did that come from, George?
Yeah,
that happened. That did
I
happen.
drove down. I think he knew I was coming. It didn't really matter if he knew I was coming.
That
anyway.
makes sense. Yeah.
Nobody was home.
That
So
makes
I
sense.
just climbed over a fence, went in the back, and just
Yep.
fell asleep.
There's mom right there, George.
Took a nap on the hammock. So he
Yeah.
just random guy just taking a nap on the hammock, and our neighbor calls and goes, "Not too long, but there's a guy just kind of sleeping in your back porch. I'm not sure if you know."
Oh,
yeah,
don't worry. That's just George. Gosh.
he's just hanging out. So, and
Man.
George, in all fairness, yes, you were asleep on the hammock, but we've got. There's been times you've slept on the sofa, times you've slept on the carpet in the living room. This man can fall asleep wherever he wants. I will give him credit. When he is tired, he wants to shut the eyes. George can be out like a
Night,
light.
night.
That's it.
So
It must be
I
just
wish-
like Leo.
I really do. So, but
Oh man, yes, George. I'm kicking the tin cups ass right. I'm telling you, he will have that finished by the time we're done tonight. I guarantee he'll come back on and say, "Look, bottle's done," which is kind of scary. I think. I don't know if I could do that. I know I couldn't do that.
by the way,
Yeah,
some
this is
double
dangerous. This stuff is good, man. I can keep going.
The double rye. There you go. Yeah, we really enjoyed that. That's the first time I had it. Andy, George, you too, right?
Oh yeah,
Andy.
I'm loving it.
Andy,
Tony,
I've
you
got
too?
to say, C is the harshest so far.
Yeah.
I'd have to go back. A was close, but
Actually, yeah.
C is the harshest so far for me.
hey, George,
But
George,
it's just not as smooth as the other two.
Yeah.
Tony.
George, Mama C is on too. You're gonna appreciate this. You ready? He would sleep in the middle of the family room floor, and we had to step over because literally George would be out like a light, and then he would wake up hungry. And it was always funny because he would. He was, okay,
And
so
I bet you,
what do we have in the cupboard? And we're end up mom be like, whatever
I
you
bet you
want.
Miss
George.
Sally, she cooked him something too, didn't she?
She
Yep.
sure
The
did.
saint that
She
she
did.
is.
You've been part of the family for 20 years now, my man. You realize that, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because we graduated a good.
Wow, that
so
makes
I
us
don't.
old.
I actually like C though, Tony.
this
Do
is
you?
why we're-
Ed? I actually like it. I don't think it's.
he's not bad.
So when you say harsh, is it because of the spiciness? Because I don't think any of these have like that
Yeah.
alcohol harsh.
I don't
They
know.
have the different like rye notes of like different levels of types of spice. So to me, it's like I don't know what spice I could actually nail it down to, but it has a nice long finish of that spice, but
It
it's
does.
not.
I'm trying to pinpoint it, but it's the only one that gave me that little bit of burn in the back when I when I drank it. So I don't know.
I think this has the highest spice. Like to me, I can take. This is a rye right here.
Now,
Right.
Tony, did that burn come on the tail end, or was it right away?
It was at the back end. There's a little
Back
bit of
end.
Yeah, I like
Yeah, it
that
was the
actually.
back end. Yeah.
which is
I actually like that.
spicy note on number 3 lingers. So
Yes,
Yeah.
that's probably what
You
you're
have
talking
to
about.
do it.
Yeah.
If you have that burn, you got to tap right here.
In the jugular?
Yes, just like that. Yep.
Yeah.
I don't think it has a long. I think it has a long finish of flavor, not of alcohol. Like I think the flavor lingers in your mouth longer than the other ones.
Yeah, I agree.
More than A, closer to B.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
All right. To each his own, Tony. It's okay. We're good.
No,
Yeah.
you know what? The third sip was even was a little bit smoother. So you know that's what happens.
All right,
Scott, are you down the beach? Scott, are you back?
I mean, like ryes are kind of like. Yeah, I'm at the beach.
Oh, you stink. God.
Fighting the internet.
That's all right. No. Lucky you though.
Take advantage of it while I can.
Heck yeah. I'll be down there soon. Don't worry. We're gonna hook up, right? Because you go down all summer, right?
I'll be back soon.
Yeah.
I can't believe you're not already there.
We're going down. We will be down there the end. So I will do a live stream from the balcony of 112th Street for one of these. You'll soon see that. So it'll be end of June, beginning of July. I'll be down there basically all summer. So
Monica
anyway,
said Ocean's her best. So it's not me.
Ocean and Monica are great. I agree with that. So they're definitely, especially
I thought it was me, Monica, but I guess it's not. That's okay. I can live with it.
All right, so let's go into 4. This is the 4th of the rye
right.
Blind from Robot Scott.
Different smell that, boys.
D.
This has.
Whoa, that smells like butterscotch.
I was just gonna say butterscotch to a T.
That I love that smell. This does not smell like a rye to me.
George, what do you think it smells like?
That smells fantastic. I love the smell of that. I think Scott's frozen. Oh, there you go.
George, does yours smell like High West?
Yeah, what do you think?
George smell like High West.
All Georges smell the same. Why? I don't understand.
We could not get all these to George in time in Philly. So,
George likes A, B, C, and D. He likes them all.
I don't know.
They all taste the same to me.
Now that tastes completely different than all the other 3.
Oh yeah, it does.
Tastes even completely different to me after drinking other ryes, because normally the only time I've ever had this one is like by itself. So
I would never have thought this was a rye.
Wow,
it's way different.
I love this though. I love it. I love this.
I don't know what it is though.
It's flavored, but
it's got a sweetness to it. It's
there's something.
I taste the butterscotch big time.
Yeah.
There's a bit of an oak in it too. You can taste the bear. Oh man, I like this.
I bet you. Did you put like that peanut butter screwball whiskey in here? All right, I'm just.
Yeah, you would never do that to us, Scott. Would not.
No, that's you taste peanut butter.
I don't know. That's
actually this is the most expensive rye.
Really,
Ooh,
Mike?
Really?
I love this. This is my favorite, and I said that before you said that.
It.
Holy cow! All right, so here's.
I mean, there is a little twist to this one, but I don't want to give it away.
All right, yeah, don't give it away yet, because hold on, yeah. See,
all right, so we already kind of we're settling down here now. Before, there we go. Thank you, Monica. I feel better now.
That's right.
I feel better.
Monica was going to help us on our branding too, so that's the other thing. You got to get in touch with her.
I have a couple questions, and one is related to my my guitars as well.
That's right. So Monica, she mentioned about I smelt and I even taste butterscotch. That's a flavor you often get in some whiskeys. I don't know what that comes from. Scott, does that come from the barrel? Or does that come from the grain, or a combination? I don't know. Or Andy, you might know that too.
Well, before we go any further, so look, my boy needs to get up really early tomorrow, and so
yes,
I wouldn't keep him past 10, and here we are at 20
after.
We don't want George turning into a pumpkin.
All I can say is, and when you go, George, by the way, probably everyone who's watching will leave with you. But
that's kind of what happened.
I want to say thank you for coming on, because we had a blast. This was fun. Do not be a stranger, because there are no rules here. We could do this whole thing again, man. We could come up with another topic sometime soon and roll it out again. But I miss you, and I am really happy that you came on to hang out with us tonight. Definitely, please just join us again, my friend, because I love you.
Absolutely, man. I appreciate you guys having me on. This was an amazing time. I would love to do it again, and this is cool, man.
Promise me this when you get your YouTube page up, right? One, we'll come on your channel, right? And two, you're gonna come back on maybe next week or whenever. You'll come back on with whenever the whiskeys we get, and you can review it again with us. How's that?
Yeah. He has to invite you to his channel, though.
I'm down.
Come on. Yeah.
I'm down. I'm always down for you guys.
I knew he would say it was okay. And we'll
no.
have everybody from 21090 come over too. We'll get you some, it's all good.
Long time friend.
Look at that. And fun, George. Look, Diggy Dad. So get that YouTube channel up.
Next time, George, we'll sing "Rhythm of the Night" by DeBarge. Just because we're gonna rock that next time.
George, before you leave, we did movies a couple weeks ago, and one of my tops was Varsity Blues, and all I could think about was Tweeter. So
I don't call you that anymore because I know that makes you angry, but
that's all right.
To me, you will always be Tweeter, man.
That's all right. He was a very pivotal character in that movie.
Look at
so
that.
I'm okay with that.
Man.
George, Ocean needs that YouTube link. So as soon as you get it up, we will put it. Don't worry, Ocean. On our live stream, we will promote that. Don't worry.
Awesome.
You may see, George. This might be a tease. Maybe when he gets the whole thing launched, we'll do it again. And
yes,
and
I agree. Yes, that's good. Yes.
But in the meantime, look up DJ Big George for his Instagram. I know a couple people think he's already signed up or started following. He's got Facebook. There's a couple other places to find him.
DJ Big George,
talented, good guy.
Great guy.
We love you, brother. Thank you very much for coming on.
Cheers, George. It's great seeing you, buddy.
Hey guys, cheers to you.
All right, man. Take care.
All right, guys. Later.
All right.
Oh man, good to see George. Good Lord.
I love George.
George.
I tell you what. Yeah. So Scott, Andy. Well, not that date us, but George was you met him in college, right, Andy?
Yeah, well, so I did meet George in college, and we immediately just kind of bonded. The funny thing about George too was we just lost Scott there.
We just lost Scott. All right, well, he'll come back. Shoot, I better put that back up.
One of the funniest things about George was I fell asleep in class next to George once, and I asked, and my teacher came over and rapped on my desk and said, wake up, not cool, get your stuff together. I said, George. Because maybe I was sampling on some of this stuff the night before. George, wake me up if I start to doze again. He lets me fall asleep again. She comes over, she smacks it, and George is just laughing. He thinks this is the funniest thing in the world. I'm like, George, dude, I'm really getting in trouble here. Like, please, if I fall asleep again, can you wake me up? My wife was there too. So actually, this is funny. My wife was in this class too because I met my wife in college. So my wife and George and I met. So anyway, long story short, I fall asleep. Time number 3, and Dr. Michaels was her name. Comes over, smacks my hand on the desk, wakes me up, and kicks me out of class. So brother, like, get out. You're gone. And I'm kind of like walk of shaming out of the class. And George is just laughing, thinking this is the funniest damn thing. I'm like, you suck, George. I was like, all I asked you to do, and he knew he could have woke me up, but he didn't care. He just decided the best thing to do was for me to take the fall and let. So we laugh about that to this day. But I tell you, George and I got a million stories. But it was great to see him tonight. It was great to have him on. Talented guy,
good dude,
better person. So
glad he could join us.
Love George. Yep.
All right, back to our blind rye whiskey taste test. So I know what I like, number 1. So can I go back to a few of the? Have you, Andy? You got your top 4? You your order yet? I don't know my order yet.
I feel my palate's wrecked after trying number 4.
I'm just trying to wrap my head around what number 4 tastes like. It's good though. I'm not going to say it's bad. It's good.
Oh, I love. Somebody said I think it was Whiskey Scout. He thought it was Whistle Pig. So he made that comment.
I will say, I think I got mine down.
I gotta do this again.
I think
Tony, do you have yours yet?
Mm-mm.
No. Okay. All right, I definitely have mine. I got mine. Can I give it?
Go ahead, man.
Mine's in the exact opposite order.
You got the picks out? Do you have the picks?
Is Scott there?
Scott, are you
frozen? He's frozen. This is gonna suck because he had
statue face. All right, hold on.
He's got bad internet connection at the beach. But here's the problem: he has the key to all this, and we don't know what.
I might need to go upstairs and get that. So, so Monica said, "Who set up the blind taste?" So Scott set up the blind taste.
who is frozen right now.
Scott is frozen.
Yeah,
Scott is in deep thought. Yes, he is in deep thought. He yeah. Oh shoot. Well, Scott, are you there? Should we kick him out, remove him from stream, and see if he comes back? Maybe he'll come back.
Let's see if he comes back. All right. In the meantime, just in case,
Yeah. Why don't you go up and get that, Andy? You might need it.
myself out, and I am going to.
And
Todd,
Tony,
we can take this over.
finally get him out of here. Andy, get out of here. Go.
You got it. So, Tony, do you want me to go up and get the list? I can do that. That's not a problem.
You might need
All right,
to.
there's Scott. We're in good shape. Okay, we're back.
Andy knocked me out.
I'm here for a minute. No guarantees how long this lasts.
No worries. All right. So
All right, we're good.
I'm badly burned.
just keep coming back. It's all good. We need you. We need you, Scott. You can't leave us. All right. So Ocean Arts, I want to know. Hold on. He said the tin cup was getting a little rough on him, though. He got a little bit like halfway through and said starting to kick back on him. So that's fine. I hope you're doing okay there. Scott did break to me like me with his tin cup. That's hilarious. All right. Reset, Scott. Go out. Come back in. Yeah, exactly. There you go.
All right.
Whiskey
all
Scott,
right.
if you ever want to come in, we'd love to have you as well. So anybody who wants to come in and talk some whiskey or beer or whatever, or top 10 boy bands. But okay, so mine. Here's my top 4. It's the reverse order. I like it. D, C, B, A. That's my order. Exactly.
Tony,
Opposite of
what
we drank them.
What you got, Tony?
Andy, I'm still trying to figure that out. You go next.
I think. Shoot. Well,
Well, he spilled it.
He spilled something. What was
Oh,
that?
there
Andy?
it goes.
don't worry. I saved everything.
What did you spill, Andy?
Don't worry about it.
Was it the High West?
No, don't worry about it. Did you guys hear something?
We
I
heard a
couldn't
lot.
hear the headphones.
Jackie gets some cleaning supplies.
He's looking at the dash right now.
It doesn't look good down there.
Explaining to do.
Jackie, come on down, Jackie.
Jackie, get the club soda.
That's right. Oh no! When he looked back, he knew it was bad. Oh no! Oh, he knocked over something.
Okay, I will tell you what my order was, since 2 of them are no longer able to taste it.
Oh boy!
Man down. Party
That's
foul.
It's okay. There's a couple fallen soldiers. I had number 1 was D.
Mhm.
Number 2 was B.
Okay.
I now think. Number 3 was C. I still have that up here, and my least favorite was A, number 4.
Okay. Tony.
Okay.
DBAC.
You didn't like that C, yeah.
So DBAC. Okay.
All right. So we definitely then liked. So Tony, you like D best as well. So we all like D, number 1. So
It was just so different, but it was really good.
I think we should leave that for last. Right.
All right, so let's
Scott
start-
does this. Let him do it. Yeah,
We
he
all-
calculates.
Yeah.
We all unanimously D was number 4, right? Well, I
Number
mean, A.
1. Yeah, A
A-
was.
He was
No.
number A is for 2 of you was 4, and then
Right.
third for.
For Tony. So it was last.
Okay.
So tell us
So
what that was.
I'll tell you what. A was Old Forester Rye, 100 proof.
Wow.
Oh, we talked.
So
We just
it's a great
talked about
bargain.
that. Did we
It's
talk about that?
$23
Wow.
for 100 bucks.
Now I feel like a fool.
Yep, that's so awesome.
So
No. Well,
if you, it
no,
was my-
you're not saying it's bad. You're just saying when you
Yeah.
put it up against everything it's with
Yeah.
it.
Hold your-
Nobody said I don't like this one.
That's right.
That's
Yeah,
true.
but like I said, these are all I like to drink. But when you're ranking and putting it against other ones, it's not like you're saying don't buy this.
Right.
That's right. Someone has to. Okay,
That's Old
so-
Forester. All right.
Old-
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Got it. That was good.
So,
All right.
so third is all over the place. So we got a B, an A, and a C. So I don't know.
So-
We'll just go with.
We already did A. So we already did A. So go
We
with.
already did A.
So just go with
So
B.
B
then.
or C.
Okay.
Okay, so B. Is
Tony
Wilderness
likes
Trail,
C
which we
last.
had
Tony
last
likes
week.
C last. though. So that was
I had B as my number 2. So I had 3 was C. All right.
no, you.
Well,
Yeah.
B was Wilderness Trail.
B was Wilderness. Oh, Andy.
All right. Okay.
Andy.
Wilderness Trail.
Andy.
It was definitely, and I had that. Definitely sweeter. I like
Yeah.
it. But yeah, I was torn between 2 and 3. So they were neck and neck. But that 2 was really tasty.
Yeah.
That was really so. All right. I love Wilderness Trail. Good stuff.
Andy, what did we do last night?
We did Woodville.
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 Bourbon.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Yeah, bourbon.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just making sure. All right. Good. Okay. So this is Wilderness Trail. All right.
All right. All right. So
All right.
What was
number or C.
number C?
Tony hated this one.
I didn't hate it.
C was Pike's.
Oh, there it is. Andy, you called that.
And so well,
You called
did I
that. Yes.
All right.
You called that. You said Pikesville.
Okay.
Didn't he,
wow.
Scott?
Pat
He said
yourself on the back. We're going to go back and watch the tape.
I
to
think
make
he
sure
did.
that-
He
that-
mentioned how it reminded him of Pikesville.
Yeah.
I think he said that.
Well, I am pretty smart.
He did have the envelopes. I'm just saying.
That's true, Tony. Yeah, that's good.
I cheated. No, I didn't. That's awesome. All right, but yeah, Pikesville is one of my favorite sipping. I love that one.
Oh, did we lose Scott again?
He's stuck again.
Really
But he's happy this time.
He's happy though.
Yeah.
You there, Scott?
So we're gonna kick him out again,
Dang
and then
it.
we're gonna come back in. So all we need to do is find out number 1, people.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
We can tie a bow on this one, and we can say successful evening. Until then, we've got to wait for Scott to come back in. Hold on, let's see what we got.
This is building the anticipation. That's all it's
It
doing.
is.
There it is, Scott. Are you there?
Well,
Uh-oh.
No.
Bueller.
I know. Look at.
Bueller.
Oh no, device is not connected. Okay, so technical difficulties here, ladies and gentlemen, at 210.
Yeah.
Remember,
So,
Scott,
This is what
let's-
happened.
Let's
Is
just
there-
make something up and say that that's what it is.
That's somebody. I think it was Whiskey Scout said it was Whistle Pig. I don't know. That could be it. I love that. I'm
Yeah.
saving this for last.
I think it was Evan Williams.
Wait a
No
minute,
way.
wait. I think I see a live Scott. He blinked.
There he is. Scott, you there?
Wait. Nope. He's not alive.
Scott, you're killing
He's
me.
not alive.
I see.
Oh,
It's the beach.
I know. It's
man.
okay.
Baxter
We still
blinked
love
twice. Walkie. Hold on.
It's just a lot of pictures of Scott.
It is. It is. We're getting we're getting all the expressions of Scott. This is happy Scott. This is sad Scott. This is angry Scott.
All right, Scott. If
Andy, this is the comment of the night. Oh, it's the tin cup. It's taken Scott.
I love Ocean. Ocean is awesome. Monica Ocean. God.
all right, Scott. If you can get through
All right,
this,
Can we
Quickly.
stop for a second? Can I Whiskey Scout? You thought this was Whistle Pig, right? I wonder if anybody else. This was our favorite. Andy, this is like a butterscotch bomb to me.
yeah.
He's stuck again.
Dang it!
Kind of a little Walter Whitish right now.
Monica says, "Just tell Scott to yell it at."
Yeah.
Hear you.
Scott, do you want to type in?
Can you, hear-
There he
yeah,
is.
can you hear me now?
Go,
Matrix.
quickly.
Like,
Go.
What is the four?
Yeah. A is Angel Envy Rye.
What did he say?
Did you say Angels Envy Rye? Is that what you said? Yes? No?
Yes, Angels
Yes.
Envy Rye.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Well, I'll be darned. I really like this. This is really
It's
good.
Amazing. I love this. Okay, so Scott, what does this cost? Hey, we got Whiskey Scout in the house. What's up, buddy?
Hey, not much. Never had the Angels Envy Rye, so I can't say as to what it tasted like, but I've had Whistle Pig before, and it's got a little butterscotch taste to it.
Scott, what do you think of this?
Whistle Pig, and I got to tell you, this is no Whistle Pig. This is man. Let's say Whiskey Scout. This is like butterscotch on fire.
I want to go get this right now.
What's
So
Angel's Envy Rye run you?
Hey.
Like Todd said.
I don't know. Frozen Scott. Can you type in? There we go. I see him drinking.
Oh, he's
Type
drinking.
how much a
Dang it.
Angel's Envy Rye runs for, and Angel's Envy finishes a lot of their stuff in their barrels.
There he is. Scott, there you are. We got you.
I'll pour some of that with you guys.
Hey, there. All right, beautiful. There he is. Nice. We just had that. You like that whiskey?
Yes, this is an older edition. In late 17, early 18, they went from using some of the Indiana rye.
Maryland.
They went from using a 13-year-old rye, I think it was.
Okay.
To they changed it a little bit, and I haven't had the newer, so I can't compare to it, but I like the old one. So I don't know what your bottle number is, but usually the first two numbers, in this case, this is 17. That usually tells you the year.
Ah,
okay.
Yeah, we got a new one. So I think you're right. The old original kind of incarnation of the double rye was a 2-year.
We're talking
from
about
MGP, 16.
Yeah.
Now they're a 2-year and a 7-year, but the juice from the 7-year is.
you put that up.
And then the 2-year is still MGP, from what I believe.
It's been a long time since I did my review on this, so I didn't know 13 or 16.
I gotta say, Ocean Art the best comments by far. I mean, literally,
Monica and Ocean back and forth are great.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god! I think he's trying to finish the bottle of Tin Cup, and it's not going so well.
That is so funny.
All right, so let's talk about what we like the best. And so, Whiskey Scout, you said you've never had this, then, right?
No, there's a lot of ryes I haven't had.
So this does not smell or taste like a rye to me at all, at all. There's
Angel's Envy does a lot of barrel finishing, so like they use port barrels in some of their whiskeys and stuff. Without seeing the bottle, I couldn't comment to it, but it may be a stave or a cask finish situation with it, and it may just have a higher corn content too. I don't know.
Scott, you want to talk about this whiskey a little bit?
The Angel's Envy. It's finished in rum casks.
There we go.
That's the kind of only.
Oh, and he's gone. He's gone.
He's gone.
I did hear rum.
Andy, so first for about 100.
Oh, how much?
$100, he said.
Jeez.
You'll see most stores for $100, but you can find it.
Let's just say I'm glad I dropped the old Forester that was $20.
Hold on, though. Let me ask you this, though, Scott. If you can hear this, click once for yes and twice for no. But does Whatties have this?
You can find it for $75.
Does Whatties have Angel's Envy?
Yes.
Oh, there you go. Perfect.
Okay.
I'm getting something more. This is Andy. This may be my favorite whiskey I've had.
So, who makes Angel? Is Angel's Envy the distillery, or does somebody else make it?
No.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh shoot! I think they used to get their juice from Indiana, if I remember right, but that may have changed as they've established more. I thought somewhere I read was it Four Roses too? Maybe they got some of that.
There you go, Tony.
Not sure.
They're out of Louisville. I'm trying to read if they do source out from.
We can't. Scott's
man,
trying so bad.
Got the answer.
He's trying so bad, and he's going.
Here's the thing: you can't go to the beach anymore on Tuesday. You have to make sure.
No. He was okay that one night he was at the beach. It wasn't like this.
Yeah, it might be cloudy.
There he is. All right, Scott, go.
Scott,
you have 10 seconds. Go, Scott. Maybe he doesn't have. He doesn't have that. We've got so many good shots of Scott, though. It's great.
He has. This is a problem with the, what are they called, modems, or what are they, the old ones that we do?
He has a. Anyway.
.com. By the way, Dickie Dad said after watching Scott do a review of Old Forester 1920, I bought it. First of all, 1920, ridiculously tasty.
That's what we. There you go.
That's a really good bourbon.
It is a dandy.
So, Andy.
What?
So, Angel's Envy is handcrafted small batch whiskey produced by Louisville Distilling Company, a subsidiary of Bacardi.
Yeah. Wow.
Right.
I did not know that.
Monica, I got to say goodnight to Monica.
Cheers to
thank you so much. We really appreciate it. We hope we want to get you on next week if that's possible, and we'll get a whiskey so that you can can come on with us. Right.
Make sure we have something that's accessible in California. But
yes,
awesome. Thank you for coming on and hanging out with us tonight. We had a good time.
Oh, Scott's changing up the thing. Oh, we're going to a phone. I think he's going to phone. There we go. That'll work.
Changes now he's ready to go.
Thank you so much, Monica. Scott,
See if this works.
That's working much.
Yeah,
better.
that's good.
I tell you what, Ocean, he is. Whiskey Scout. Have you ever had the tin cup that Ocean's trying to finish tonight?
The rye?
Yes.
Yeah. No.
I've
only had the original tin cup. They've released a 10-year. They've released a rye, and I think they've got something new on the market as well. But I've had the original. It was too sweet for me. I didn't.
Oh, you might not like this then. It's Angel Envy. This is pretty sweet if you ask me for a rye.
Well, ryes are a different subject. Ryes,
that's true.
The sweet can back up the spiciness, creating a more balanced feel. But for just a straight tin cup, the bourbon whiskey, it was just incredibly sweet to me.
Gotcha. Well, Ocean's trying to finish the whole bottle, for crying out loud.
I drank it all eventually. No, there's a few that I give away or peddle to somebody else because I can't stand. But for the most part, I drink them all.
Well, I will say that I haven't tried either. I'm curious because Tony didn't like the tin cup bourbon. So, but I'm hearing decent stuff about the rye. So maybe if I can find that, I'll give it a shot. This Angel's Envy and Rumcast, Todd.
That's fantastic. I mean, dude, I'm going to get it this weekend. I'm getting a bottle. This is fantastic.
Well, and the funny thing is, so I told Scott 2 weeks ago that there's so many bourbons that I've been able to try and sip on, but I had never had anything from Four Roses. And people are like, "What are you talking about?" I was like, "I know, I got to go get something." I got their single barrel. I was like, "Wow, this is fantastic, spicy, full of flavor, just lingers." It was beautiful. And then I'm thinking, well, I've also never had anything from Angel's Envy, and after trying this, I'm like,
oh man.
So
this is going to run me $100, is what you're saying though. That's
Angel's Envy's a little pricey.
That's pricey.
For a rye, especially.
Yeah.
Ocean Arts. I have the shot glass in my cabinet from the tin cup, and actually, that's why I bought it too.
You guys are marketing geniuses.
Yep, their marketing was phenomenal. I saw the commercials and everything else.
I originally bought it for the bottle too because of the relief.
Yeah.
All the relief. Yep. The bottle is beyond
it's
cool.
All in the marketing. I'm telling you.
I know.
It's smart.
But Stranahan's puts that little a sort of shot glass on top of theirs too, a long little tin cup. I don't know where it went. I was going to show you guys, but
I also,
product.
Yeah, Tin Cup is one of my favorite movies of all time, so that's why I like the whiskey too.
Right.
So,
yeah.
So look, if by chance, I do want to say this, if by chance Scott can't find his way back on, if you are back in closer to home next week, obviously come on again. We'll hook up and we will figure out what we're doing for our bourbon next week.
Yes.
Or our whiskey. But thank you for setting this up. I don't know
if
you guys realize how much work he put into this.
Twice
now. Yeah. I mean, we did 2 weeks ago, we did the barrel proof, which was awesome. He poor guys, like, that's frustrating.
Yeah.
A million thanks, man. Honestly, it was awesome. We had fun. This was really good.
So yeah, it's all good. I mean,
yeah, Scott's just kind of he came on and organically we started talking and he's become such a cool addition.
And he lives so close to us too, which is crazy.
Yeah, Andy, can we do this? Can we do this? Can we do a blind taste test from you that Tony, myself, and Scott could take part in, and you would be the creator of it? I think that'd be fun.
Yep, we certainly can.
All right, that's maybe we can work on that.
Yep, I can set something up either for next week or the week after, especially since we got all the cool vials and stuff.
Got things, so let's do it. I'll give you. Yeah, Tony, what do you think about that?
I'm game.
Yeah, he's reading a comment about from Jimmy about the his wife loves Kevin Costner, but he hates him.
I think. Oh man, so whiskey. What's something you've been sipping on this week that caught your fancy? Anything in?
Well, I'm trying to get my Clondini. It's a independent bottling of Craig Alecky. It's 10-year-old, and the Craig Alecky 13 there. I did that twice so I can kind of get my bearings. I wanted to go ahead and do a review of those two compared to each other. So that's yesterday and the day before. Tonight, just drinking gin and tonics.
There you go.
Good.
Is it Bombay? What is it?
No. I picked up yesterday when me and my wife had a doctor's appointment. We had to go to town, so I popped in a couple of liquor stores. One I hadn't never been in before, and they had an old bottle of. I don't have it downstairs; it's upstairs. But it's called the Botanist, and it's by Bruichladdich, which is a Scottish Islay distillery. And they come in round bottles now, but it was an old square bottle, so
cool.
Dated 13 on it. When I seen the 2013 date, I snatched it pretty quick. But it's good gin.
Nice.
Have you tried Death's Door gin, by the way, from Michigan? Have you tried that yet?
Mm-hmm.
If you can find it, it's called Death's Door.
Death's Door.
It's fantastic. Really good.
Really?
Got a high juniper taste to it. Almost one of the few gins that you could sip on without needing anything to accompany it. At least for me, because I'm not a gin sipper on my own. But it's really, really good.
No, that's fine. I've had a lot of different gins. Right now, I've got a KO Run, which is another Scottish gin, but I can't remember the distillery it's from. There's only one place I can get it. I got to drive up to Newton, Kansas. He's the only person that carries it, and it's a good gin too. But it's a little different when you make your gin and tonics with it. It suggests using apple instead of lime or citrus, and it really worked with apple. I don't know the components of it. They list some, but they never list them all. My standby is Bombay Sapphire.
There you go.
That's the mecca of gin and tonics. Is Bombay Sapphire.
Yeah, it took a long time for me just to branch beyond that. So I've tried a lot though. Gordon's. I got a Green Olds upstairs. I bought the other day just to give it a spin. It's not that good. It's all right.
Well, hey, let me ask a question before we get ready to start wrapping things up. Next week we want to pick another bourbon, rye, whatever whiskey to do.
That's accessible, sort of mass quantity, though, right?
Accessible nationwide. It's got to be from at least accessible in California because we've got to hook Monica up for all that she's done for us. So, any ideas? What are you thinking? What would be an idea we can put on our radar? It's got to be relatively accessible and
accessible, yeah. And that's hard to tell because California. Yeah. I know guys in the Central Valley get a few different things than they do, for instance, in the Bay Area or even South. Not that I'm an expert on California. I just know a little bit of the reviewers that live out there that I associate with, things they tell me. So that's a tough one.
Yeah.
You can, if you.
I will tell you something really, really just kind of just bare bones good bourbon.
If y'all could get a rare breed, wild turkey rare breed, if you haven't done it.
We've reviewed that on the channel. I absolutely love it.
Yeah, we love the rare breed. And I will tell you, Buffalo Trace is accessible out there. I mean, gosh, I found it at CVS in San Diego, and it was cheaper than it is out here. I will say everything in California is expensive, but their bourbon was cheaper, which was kind of amazing as I found some different places. So, you can run into a CVS and grab it there, which we can't do here in Maryland.
No.
Kind of
wish we could.
Yeah, exactly.
You guys can get Buffalo Trace?
We can't. No, we can.
Here, it's just we have liquor stores here. Like you can't go into a gas station or a grocery store or a Costco or whatever and pick
Walmart,
up.
Costco, we can't get.
It has to be a liquor store.
That's the same in Kansas. It's the same in Kansas.
Yeah, all right. There you go.
It's a liquor store. You can get beer out of those places like 3.2. They've changed the law. I think you can get up to 6% now out of grocery stores and convenience stores. But anything above that, you've got to go to liquor store to purchase.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
Robot Scott's Old Force 1920. I love that. It might be a bit pricey for next week.
It's a good choice.
That's everywhere though, right?
Yeah, but being everywhere and being available is two different things.
Right.
That's something she's going to have to go into the bourbon store and contact one of you guys while she's sitting there looking at the shelf.
That's a good point.
that'll be the best way to work that out. Because
That's not a bad idea. We could.
Yeah.
So Monica, I've owed her an email anyway. Maybe I'll email her and say, hey,
Yeah, that's a good idea, Andy. Yes.
So that's a great idea. So
And Ocean, we'd love to have you come on too. We can. You have a million
ideas.
Look, he's got a plenty behind him too, so I'm sure he has in his stash too. So, and also Dickie's dad. I want Dickie's dad on. He's off next week. I want him on drinking with us. So yes,
you're gonna have to come on next week. So I love it. Well, look, man, thank you for coming on. This is awesome.
No problem.
As always, hey,
appreciate it, brother. Thank you very much.
I enjoyed it. Thank you. I'll see you guys later.
Yeah, buddy. We hope we see you next week.
Cheers.
Cheers, buddy. All right. Cheers. Take care. And this was fun. We had some issues with Scott's internet, but all in all, we had some people come on. It was great.
And so big thank you to Big George.
Yes.
To death. He's fantastic. Robot Scott has become a permanent fixture on
Yep.
our Tuesdays at 2:10.
Whiskey Scouts come on a couple times too now.
Yeah, we see a lot of people who
Ocean Arts, who's still trying to get that tin cup down.
Yeah.
Hey, pop an ibuprofen before we go to bed, my friend.
Russell Reserve.
We want to thank Brian from Short Circuit.
Yep.
Big shout out to Monica. Thank you very much.
All of our super chats.
Huge shout out.
I mean, Monica, that's amazing. Thank you.
This has been a lot of fun.
It's who would have thought, right?
Andy, you have to make your decision before Friday. What you're drinking next week, because I need to have it packed with me in my trip.
Oh shoot, you're right.
We can do that.
All right, Tony, can I ask you this? Will you be in Indiana or Louisville Tuesday? You'll be in Indiana, right?
I'll be in Illinois.
I'm in Illinois.
And my father-in-law loves whiskey. He will
bring him on. He'll sit next to you.
He and his wife Marsha, my mother.
Yes.
They have commented and watched many shows.
Love it. Yes.
So I will bring them on.
Yes.
Me and my father-in-law will sip the whiskey with you guys. It'll be perfect.
Love it.
Jimmy, that's awesome. Motion Arts, that's a really cool comment. Thank you. You guys are the best live stream by far.
Oh man, thank you, buddy. You're the man. And I hope you don't get too bitten by that tin cup.
Well, Dickie Dad just asked how much that tin cup is left.
Good point. Yeah, that I want to know that too.
Yeah.
I really want to know that.
You've got me curious now as to
Tony, there you go. Tony, how long you going to be in Lexington, Tony?
I'm driving through there. I'm staying there the night on my way to Illinois. So a night.
A night.
A couple. Yeah.
So Andy, you have Scott's email, right? So
I got. Yeah, well, I can.
Maybe Scott can give you some pics or something to take.
Yeah.
Tony.
Yeah.
I'll
meet with my family.
I'm going to get some Angel Envy tomorrow. I know that.
Yeah,
that was really, really good.
I'm still like, I don't.
Todd, I'll tell you, I'm not a big rum drinker. I've had some rough experiences with it,
but I don't.
Well, no. But what it steered me away from anything finished in rum barrels. Not even thinking about what that would be like.
Fantastic.
I was blown away. My gosh. I mean, you're right. When you said butterscotch, I was like, it's like popping.
We need to review that. When we buy a bottle, that's going on the channel. We're reviewing that. I'll buy that bottle.
Be happy to review that with you, my friend.
There you go.
Good.
From the Tiki Bar.
From the Tiki Bar, the 210 Tiki Bar, which is coming up, guys.
Great. It was great.
Andy, so Andy and Todd, here's Ocean Arts. We didn't talk about this, but he posted this a little while ago. A clear liquor review. I don't know how well I do with that. A clear liquor review. I mean, would you do it straight?
I mean,
clear liquor. So I mean, what you're talking about? Vodka, like
gin.
It can be corn whiskey. It can be whiskey. Not in a barrel.
Okay.
Too. Yeah. So that's moonshine, basically.
I don't know. I mean, I'm game for anything, but that's I don't know.
You know what, Andy? Everybody's Whiskey Scout and Russell Reserve. Maybe that's what we go with. But anyway, clear whiskey. I don't know. Yeah.
All right.
I don't know. Is it a friend of your Justin's house or is that a liquor store? Robot Scott.
Well, your father-in-law likes bourbon. Take him to Justin's house of bourbon. It must be in Lexington. It's probably a place in Lexington. Yeah. Vodka sucks. Yeah. You know what I like vodka? I like vodka in my orange crushes. I do. Orange vodka or grapefruit vodka. Before a Raven game, that's what I drink.
No, I agree. I can't drink clear liquor straight. I just can't. I just can't.
Ocean Arts potatoes. Did Oceanart say how much is left of that tin cup? We all want to know. I think.
Yeah, come on, Oceanart. Tell us
how much
is
is left.
Tell us what's left.
A quarter, half, 3/4. I guarantee it's more than that. What is it? Come on, man.
I hope so.
Could you imagine going out and partying with Oceanarts?
Well, next time we're in Little Rock.
I mean, Andy, don't you sell Tony? You guys are. Come on, we can get down there somehow, right?
I could find an excuse. Let me tell you.
That's right. There you go.
There's always an excuse.
Well, listen, guys, I got to tell you, I think tonight's been a lot of fun.
Total fun.
We're jumping into like 2.5 hours, which is actually maybe better than I thought we would do.
It is better.
You know, hold on. He did say
nope,
that's good. Yeah, I will look that up then because I'll put that into my travel plans.
Do it.
That'll just be my route, and I will stop there.
Hey Tony, can you post pictures on Instagram from that? Maybe
traveling reports.
That'd be pretty cool, right?
Yeah, your traveling reporter has been
it's been
sidelined for a long time.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Coronavirus has done that.
But best COVID life. Well, listen, I think tonight was awesome. So
it's great.
We're going to kind of continue with this format. So now we're doing our top 10 every week. We will start to put in the community tab. We'll put in what we're going to be sampling the week after.
Yes.
And every now and then, if we can hook up with Scott and some other people and do some blind tastes,
Scout, Ocean,
thing to do.
Love it.
I
love that. I think the idea of putting out there what we're drinking so people can. I know I would. Let's get a bottle and drink it with them. I think it's a great idea. Andy.
Yeah, and maybe drink the whole bottle so you can't feel your lips anymore.
I can't.
Why not?
I'm telling you, man. I love that guy.
She's frozen from the waist down. That's all part of the experience for us.
I love it. I love it.
Well done.
Well, it's been another fun Tuesday night, guys. It comes quick, but I'm glad we do this.
No, I have fun every Tuesday. I look forward to this now. This has been great. And look, the boy bands was a success. We weren't sure if people would like it, but
George came through.
Hey, we got more comments tonight than we have in a long time.
Well, George brought
the house.
Brought it. Yeah, he was awesome.
There you go.
But anyway, so again, thank you to all of you guys who stuck with us, who have been on us the whole time. We appreciate you every week and
exactly
stopping by.
Can't do it without you.
We'll keep doing this. This is fun. Even when things get back to normal. Todd and I kind of talked about this.
We're doing it.
We're going to keep going.
Yeah.
Fun. We look forward to this. We'll keep putting out videos. We've got 2 videos coming out real soon.
Yeah.
We got back together and did a
Tony, you got to see the Tiki Bar. You've seen it, but like you can come down and do one with us. You know?
Man.
Wait, you have a Tiki Bar?
No, your brother does.
My Tiki Bar, Tony. We pulled it.
It's actually really nice.
We
was at your house yesterday.
Not at night.
Okay.
We did 2 yesterday. Were you not here for the beginning of the show?
Well, I think I was.
It doesn't matter. Anyway,
Ryan is helping everybody. Anyway, we've got 2 more.
I can't feel my legs.
All right, so Robot Scott to Oceanarts to Dickie's dad to Monica Whiskey Scout. We'll see you guys next Tuesday. Check out our YouTube page over the weekend. Andy will post what whiskey we want everybody to try to get to drink with us, and we're gonna have a fun time next Tuesday, Andy. Right?
Absolutely,
Tony.
Stay tuned. We got a new review from our friends out in Stone. And
yes, it's an amazing Berliner Weiss.
We can get that out to you, and then the week after, we've got a really cool bourbon from the great state of Washington coming at you.
Awesome. I like that a lot.
So cheers, guys. Tiki Dad.
Cheers.
Thank you. We appreciate you. And we will see everybody same time next week.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
All righty.